you hang out with the hoes?
Wait, what?
Would you hang out with the host? Is she clockable to you? Is she passable to you?
I mean, would I hang out with her on an everyday to day basis? I mean, like,
you taking too long to think about it. The answer is no.
If I have to open my motherfucking mouth and talk, bitch, trust me,
I would.
Exactly. I already know. When I open my mouth, I'm a fucking clock box.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. You look to me. You just look like an older auntie. I know shade. Like you just give like older auntie fish. But when you open your mouth, yeah, it's like you can tell. But you know what I'm saying. But that's it.
Kelly, I know you brought me up. How you doing this? Do you want Mona to ask her question or?
Go ahead, Mona. I'm Mona. I want the trans girls. I want the girls.
Okay.
Because I know it's something. Listen, I know it's something in there. I know it's something in there. I know it is, Miss A. Bitch. Trust me, my grandmother gave me a fucking gift for a reason, and I know it's something in there. And if I gotta lose my trans, if I gotta lose a lot of trans girls that don't want to fuck with me, Miss A. Girl, I'm wanting to do that, bitch, because I know it's something in there.
Okay. So good afternoon, Vincent. Good afternoon, Vincent. How are you?
Hi.
So I did see your post, and in all honesty, I was slightly taken aback by it. In all reality, this is not the first time that a post like that has been made or someone has said something like that. So I wasn't necessarily surprised by what you said. I'm not one of those people that try to police the things that people say because I say what I want to say when I want to say it, basically. So I definitely understand you standing on big business with what you said. But I was surprised to find out that a lot of times when people have those type of perspectives, normally they don't have close friends that are trans or gay mothers and things of the sort. So I was a little shocked to find out that you did have like a gay mother and close transgender female friends and things of that nature. So, if someone had made that post or made some type of reference to like your gay mother or said something to her, kind of policing or negating her trans experience, how would you feel about that?
I mean, I talked to my gay mother, and people know her, and she's, all that type of in ballroom, and she said herself, she said, I don't give a fuck about that gay ass shit. Like, she don't give a fuck about that. Like, she said, it is what it is. She said, I don't want to, like, she agreed. And she has said it. She said people say that all the time. Like, I don't understand why they mad. So it's like,
you know why they mad. And I'm gonna be blunt and I'm gonna be transparent. They're mad because it came out of a gay man's mouth. That's why they're mad. Because we all as trans girls say the same motherfucking thing about girls in our motherfucking community. Bitches don't want to hang out. Bitches don't want to hang out with me, bitch, because my motherfucking voice is deep and my voice can get them motherfucking clock. So you know what I do when I hang out with them, Miss A, bitch? I don't open my motherfucking mouth, Miss A, bitch, and we go out together, Miss A, girl, and if a nigga say something to me, Miss A, I know I'm my motherfucking head.
Exactly. That's what I would say. If you do want to hang out, I'm not saying like, but if you do want to hang out, I mean, that's on you to know how to maneuver, not me. But I'm just, Hey, Shayla.
So how do you feel if somebody were to say to you that, like, if it's a trans woman or like a gay male or butch queen will say to you, well, I don't want to hang out with you because you wear makeup and you wear pocketbooks and you're not a woman either?
He answered that.
I feel like that's fine. I feel like everybody got their own opinion. Everybody got their own preference. I'm not the type of person to get caught up in all that. If someone don't want to hang out with me because they don't like the way I look, then it is what it is. There's a lot of people on this earth to figure out who somebody want to hang out with. So honestly, I'm not going to get upset because somebody don't want to hang out with me.
Well, I do believe that everyone is entitled to their opinion, and that, I'm not trying to gatekeep or silence you or censor the things that you say. But if I had, and this is just me personally speaking, if my gay son made reference to a community that I am a part of in that way, I would definitely, this is just me, I would definitely pull you to the side to have a further discussion to kind of see where that conversation and that trait of that mode of thinking came from. Because it just, and again, I don't know you, so, I don't know, what happened or kind of the backstory behind it, but it just seemed kind of very random to me. And I didn't really understand what was the point of even making the post. Like, did something happen? Did someone say something to you? Did you have an experience with a girl getting you quote unquote clocked before? Like, what was the reason for even making the post in the beginning?
The reason, well, first, it was a key. The exact words I said was, I don't want no trans girls around me, Mook. And it was just like a form of, like I said, people trying to figure out what Mook is and all that. It was more so like I'm having a conversation with someone and not just posted the conversation. So it was like,
okay. Oh, so it was more or less like an inside kind of thing that you were talking to someone else about, but you just posted it on Facebook.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
But like I said, it wasn't an intentional attack, like everyone making it like I'm transphobic and I'm attacking a trans girl. That's why I'm so confused. Cause like, how am I attacking them and transphobic when I hang around femme queens and I'm friends with femme queens? So it was like, oh, okay.
No, but I believe you did say earlier that you don't know the difference between a gender nonconforming person and a trans woman. Did I hear that correctly?
It's so many like new shit. Like, it's so much new shit out here. Like, I don't. Like, it's so much new shit going on. I don't know who want to be non-binary. I don't know if trans is non-binary. I don't. Gotcha. My experience growing up, meeting trans girls, it was either gay, bi, he, she, like, he, she, trans. Like, I don't know all this non-binary. I don't know if you trans. It's all confusing. So I'm going to stick to what I know. Trans women are like trans women. Trans women are women, and that's just it is what it is. That's it.
Well,
can I ask a question, Kelly? Was you offended by the post?
I wasn't offended by the post because I'm a clock boxer. The same bitch said they don't want to hang out with me. A lot of people don't want to hang out with me, bitch, because my voice is deep.
Okay, Naima, was you offended by the post? Did it offend you?
No, it ain't really bothered me, like, cause I've never like it's never really been a thing. I mean, I don't really get clocked when I go out, but I've never been like one to try to like blend in or look like the next, you know what I'm saying, like the girl next door or something like that. Like, it don't bother me because I don't care, because that's not part of my ministry.
Okay, so the reason why I asked that because you like the people that's so offended by what he said.
You don't get clocked. I don't. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Clearly that they could. I know that, and when he told, because he told me this. He called me yesterday, and I didn't answer, so I called him today. We was talking. He was catching me up. So when he was talking about it, I just looked at it, and I'm like, damn. Well, that's why I wanted him to come over here, because my friend he's not a public person. He's not a public speaker. He don't talk in public. So when he say shit, he literally just rambles off at his motherfucking mouth. And I tell him this all the time. Like, we done been around somebody that Kelly, that he's come around and he said he would never be around her again. You know what I'm saying? And I couldn't understand why, but that's his
that's his preference.
Kelly, you don't remember him? Remember we went to the ball? And remember we came to that ball in Philly? And he was there with me.
I know exactly who y'all talking about now. Okay, yeah, exactly. Okay.
So that's why it's like I didn't take what he said. Like, you got to really know him to really understand what he said. And if he offended anybody, I apologize. That's not. It's just his personality.
No, that's not for him to apologize though, because
that's not for you.
I'm sorry. I don't apologize.
That's not for you to do. That's not for you to do. And that's only if Vincent wants to do that. And Vincent, he's not going to apologize. He's not going to apologize. And it's okay. It's okay for him not to apologize. And for how he feels. You know what it is? And I'm going to be real with you, right? The people didn't want me to have this conversation, right? Because I am a trans girl and I'm a trans activist, right? But on the back end, a lot of us may feel that way, but we're not going to publicly say that. Okay? But I can publicly say for me that I know that Kelly Harrison is real until they start moving. Once they start moving, all things is out the window. But that's for me. And I'm going to play my position in places that I go with my girlfriend and things of that nature to make sure that my girlfriends are safe and to make sure that I'm safe. So the best thing for me to do when I do go out in those straight environments is to keep this close. Because I'm going to make it home safe and y'all going to make it home safe. And I'm all night long. Because I know what my realness is. And everybody else has their own different realness. But go ahead, Mona.
Riz, I saw your question, and I'm not necessarily questioning him about his opinion. I was more or less asking about his perspective and just trying to get a little backstory about why he made the post. I appreciate him, even having the conversation because ultimately he could have said nothing. He could have said fuck all of us and not said nothing at all. So for him to come on here and at least have the discussion says a lot. And I do appreciate you, coming up here and being open and willing to have the discussion. I was not attacking you, just for the record. I didn't make any posts or anything like that. Again, I stand by you're entitled to your opinion and it's yours to have. But, I do think sometimes the things that you say, and that's with anybody, it can just be off-putting sometimes, and it can, raise a red flag, to certain people or what have you. And a lot of the things that people said to you, I feel like was unnecessary. I don't think it was that serious because there have been times where people have said things much worse about trans women.
I didn't heard trans. That's why I'm like, I'm still confused because I didn't been around it. I didn't seen it. I do go to balls. The balls I do go to, I hear stuff. I see stuff. Like, I didn't hear bitches tell other girls, bitch, you ain't taking bones. So like, it just like, so what I said.
And you know what?
Okay. Go ahead,
Nicole. Go ahead, Nicole. Finally.
You know what? That is exactly one of the points that I wanted to say and making. While we're sitting here and everybody's so upset and wondering why this guy is speaking it like that, we also have a category that's put out there to be realness and two women up there tearing each other down, talking about what she got, her muscles this, her muscles that, and my muscles that. Where I come from, we was about realness for us was about safety. And we wanted to blend it in because the purpose of what we were trying to do was to look like women. Today, that's a very different thing. Today, there's a lot of different things that have been put up under the umbrella. A lot of the girls that I spoke to and a lot of girls that I know was always focused on taking their hormones, presenting themselves like a girl. Well, today, things are different now. And you don't necessarily have to do that anymore. You can come like you want. And now we are all bunched up in the umbrella, and it's expected for us as trans women to accept that. And no, I don't accept that. I believe that there are people and individuals who are getting up in trans clothing and dressing up like and pretending to be trans women while they don't care about their look, while they don't care about their realness, while they're not there. And so I'm actually thinking that maybe that's what he could have been talking about. I don't necessarily believe that he was talking about the group of trans women who are out there putting on, doing whatever they can to be realness and to be a woman and to look like a woman. What about the people that's not doing that? What about the people that's just that's going out there with their dick stuck, with their dick out and muscles showing and long hair, it got makeup on it. What about those people? Why couldn't he been talking to that?
Right.
I'm just saying, if we do have a lot.
Yardy. That's not the real Yardy.
Yes, there's a lot of things.
Okay, so let me ask you a question, Yardy. So this is my question to all the girls, right? To all the girls that was out there, right? Because one thing I did learn by y'all sending me his posts and y'all sending me the things that y'all sent me to say, but he's real strategic before he attacked back with you girls. He went through each and every one of y'all girls' pages, and he found something similar that y'all said about y'all girlfriends before he knocked back at y'all door.
Oh, he never knocked on mine.
Okay, no, but I want to talk about the one. Go ahead.
Okay. Hold on, let me ask a question. Okay, and I want to come from a very civilized place because I do believe that even though his post to me was wrong, I do believe that instead of trying to have a conversation with him, that he was attacked. I do believe that. That doesn't negate for the fact that I think that it was wrong. And my only question is, you being in this community, you being a cisgender gay male, that I've seen some of your pictures, so you go from like feminine to masculine. But you also have transgender people. Your gay mother, which is Angel, that's my niece. So I definitely know what kind of stock you come from. You can ask her about Auntie Maya. I don't want to help her. I don't want to help her get her in drag. So I definitely know your mom, and so I definitely know the difference. But I also know that you've been around enough to see that those kind of comments and those kind of things on a social media platform can not only affect quote unquote classy girls, it can affect a whole community of friends. Sometimes we like to be able to divide between the girls with privilege of being real and the girls that don't have that same privilege. Not understanding the fact that those kind of comments coming from inside of the hen house can cause problems. And then my only thing is that when girls were attacking you and you read them back, hey, everything is fair and love and war when y'all reading back and forth. But but for you to be viciously saying, well, I just don't give a fuck, and that's how I feel, that is hurting a whole group of...
They all do it.
Okay, hold on.
Hold on. Please.
Can I finish my comment?
Amaya, I'm telling everybody else to hold on. And everybody don't be aggressive.
You're not going to play that game because I'll start dropping you holes one by one.
Amaya, okay, go ahead. Finish your statement, Amaya.
But attacking because that's like saying, oh, because a group of guys rape somebody, because all guys rape people, then it should be okay. It's not. And I don't think that we should take the chance to bash him or clown him or dog him out. I don't think that is right at all. I think that sometimes you have to have a conversation of understanding, so maybe somebody can say, well, oh, I really didn't know how that feels. I do not agree with anybody tagging him, posting his pictures, reading him or dogging him out instead of having a conversation. I don't believe that should happen at all. 100%.
Okay, so question. Can I finish my statement? So my whole thing is that he don't give a fuck, right? So why should I care? My whole thing is for a feminine man to be walking around with makeup and heels and tutu and chic the chic and doing all this extra feminine shit, for him to even talk about somebody clocking up the motherfucking place when he's the motherfucking clock. You the last person to say anything about.
But it's different for me though. It's different for me when I go outside and if I want to present myself like that, they know I'm gay.
You should be the last one saying anything about clock when you are clocking up the motherfucking.
But like again, when I go outside, they know I'm gay.
I have passive privilege. You out your goddamn mind and you up here talking about I don't care. Miss Thing, you need to figure out what you want to be.
Listen. Hold on.
Hold her down.
Hold on. See, listen. This is why I wanted the trans girls. And we all trans girls, but I wanted the girls that wanted to come and try to have a conversation with him and not to attack him, to come up so we can try, Miss Day Girl. Like the same opportunity we give straight people when they misgender us and things of that nature to try to change their thought and try to mold them and things of that nature. It's the same thing that I was trying to do by having this show. Okay? And I know a lot of girls have a lot of opinions. I already know Shayla has opinions because they sent me her thing when she was underneath his post and he attacked her. I know, Miss A, I understand how y'all feel, but I'm trying to have a conversation. That's I'm trying to have a conversation because, that's what it is. But please, y'all, let's try to have a conversation. The same way y'all give cisgender women a chance when they do things, is why can't we give somebody in our own community that same chance as well? I'm about to unmute everybody, please.
Go ahead, y'all.
Do y'all understand what I'm saying?
Now, Kelly,
No,
now,
I
to that
understand what you're
Kelly,
saying,
to
but
that
if
extent,
he
I
wasn't
do
on some
agree.
nonchalant
I don't agree with
bullshit,
what he
then
said, but I do agree in educating and talking to somebody like you got some sense. I do
So
believe
let me say this, and let me be 100% clear since we're gonna be here. You said what you said, Vincent. Stand on business, baby. That's how you felt.
period.
My issue is this: I just certain conversations that shouldn't be had in public. Reason being
That's what a lot
because
of people told me. That's what a lot of my friends
and that was my own because that's what you're entitled to have your opinion. That's how you feel.
Mm-hmm.
My issue is this. Here's the thing, guys. Kelly, you talking about giving him a chance. He stood on business. I know exactly what he was talking about when I read the post, just as well as you did.
I understand that.
Him to break,
Kelly, Go ahead.
we didn't need him to break nothing down. We didn't need y'all to put no words in his mouth. We didn't need y'all to try to make it be fit the GNCs or none of that. He said exactly what the fuck he meant.
Mm-hmm.
Now, just last week, you were arguing because a cisgender woman was calling us faggots and men. And you didn't want to hear a motherfucking thing she had to say.
Correct.
But here you are today, stupid proud to save a hoe. No. Kelly, no, it's not. No, it's not. That's just like saying I'm a black person. I like black people. I'm a white person with black friends. I have black friends. That don't bother me. Because my friends agree with it. Don't make it right.
Right.
So Nikki, I understand exactly what you're saying, Nikki. But that situation with that young lady, Nikki, she's not in our community, Nikki.
She be around our community. She might as well be. She spent most of her time around it.
We have to, like Nikki said, he's an adult, so he's entitled to his own.
He's an adult. He's entitled to feel how the fuck he want to feel.
But Kelly, what we have to do is stop making exceptions to the rule. If you don't like it from one place, you can't like it from all. The problem is picking and choosing when you like it.
And just listen, hold on. That's just, and while y'all saying, oh, well, the girls do it to each other, black people call us niggas, but y'all get upset when the white people do it.
Hello? Make it make sense.
Huh?
So,
what happened?
I think Nikki, you spot on, Nikki.
But I just want to say
wrong?
Y'all, we called it. If we called each other men, that's fine. Kelly, just like I'm gonna take it so you can understand. Me, you, and Amaya can call each other whatever the fuck we want, but I bet nobody else will. No exceptions, bitch.
Correct.
That's it.
Correct.
What's the difference?
I hate you, bitch. I hate you so much. I hate your fat ass. I hate your fat ass so much. So Vincent, moving forward. Do anybody else got anything to say before?
Me, I'm trying to say something to him. Please and thank you.
Go ahead,
because I'm trying to drop out the way. But I just want to say this. Okay, go ahead, Shayla.
No, go ahead, Shayla. I'm saying let Shayla.
Oh, I just want to say, Vincent, first and foremost, thank you for coming up here and having a conversation because honestly and truly, there are more of you that are not willing to come forward and say the things that you said because there's more of people like you. And I'm not saying it in a negative way, but I'm just saying this because I think that your standpoint, your perspective, and what you're saying is not important, but I think it's a point in which people need to understand how the things that they say and the way that we say it can be transphobic, can be harmful to our community, whether it be your intentions or not. You get what I'm saying? So I just want you to be more mindful from Butch Queen to Butch Queen. Be more mindful of the things that we say because honestly and truly, because you say that you hang out with a lot of trans women and you're around them a lot, your words may be very light and they may be very common to your ears, but there are people who are listening who do not hang in our community that will utilize what you said whether you know it or not, as a
As
stepping
an attack
stone.
to somebody else. Yes.
Exactly, as a stepping stone to hurt someone else. Whether that's your intentions, I don't think that's your intentions because from what you just explained, you know, you meant it casually. You actually didn't mean it in the way that it was actually written. And for that, I think that it seems like you do have some type of remorse for what you said. And I hope that you do make a difference in moving forward the way that you use your platform because I think a lot of people are watching and interested in how you're going to move forward. Okay.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say something. Then I'm going to Shayla because I understand exactly what Juicy saying. Because you being in our community, other people outside of our community say, well, if he feel like that about them, they say, well, why can't I feel like that about them too? He in a community. But go ahead, Shayla. Be nice, Shayla. I know. Shayla, hold on, Niecy. Hold on, Brad. Shayla, be nice. I know you on 20. Bring it back down to 8. Because I know you on 20.
I'm chilling, but why I posted what I posted is because I am a realness girl, and I 24/7 I go outside, I go to straight festivities. So what I took from what he said was basically say that if we was cunt and he want to be around bad bitches, that's how I took it. He want to be around realness girls.
Correct.
That's how I took it. I ain't taking it in no kind of way of him trying to be negative towards any trend. I don't feel like it was trend at all. That's what I was talking about.
Yep.
I know what he meant. Because that's my friend. I know him. He don't give no negative vibes to trans because he always around them. So that's his opinion.
So I have a question for everyone. So the fact that he made a statement that he wants to be around realness girls, I know a lot of butch queens that think and act like that. Is that wrong? Was that bad?
He's
that
not
he
real.
said that he...
Hold on, Nicole. I think the problem that
He's a gay boy.
The problem that I think
where is that?
But listen,
I just asked the question. Why is everyone yelling?
The problem that I think that you're missing. The problem that you're missing is not the fact of what he chooses, who he chooses to hang out with, or who he chooses to subscribe in his life. That's not the issue, and we have to stop taking it at surface level.
So help me. What was the issue? What was the
problem? Come on now, Nicole. You too old for this. The problem is. Hold on. The problem is that girls are out here dying and being attacked for these same things, y'all. Y'all gotta stop this. Y'all gotta stop picking and choosing when it's okay for y'all.
Correct.
Y'all come on now.
Correct.
He's angry.
Okay, but also no shade.
The girls are being wait. I can't have a talk with everybody yelling. That's one thing I can't because I'm not yelling and I'm not excited.
No, because y'all gonna be like, oh, what's the problem?
No, because when you say the girls is getting killed,
come on now, y'all see the problem.
No, but that's the way I feel. It is this. No, because I'm still gonna ask more. You said the girls that's being killed. And the girls that are being killed, it's about them being real. That has nothing to do with that. I don't think that has anything to do with that.
Sometimes it does.
Hold on.
I can very agree with the same thing.
Wait a minute, Maya.
What?
Hold on. Nicole, say what now?
You said that the girls are getting killed because of their realness?
Yeah.
So then you just wait a minute. Didn't you just say a few minutes ago passing was about safety?
Safety, yes. Right.
Yeah.
Passing is about safety. Passing is about safety, right? But she said the girls are being killed and I'm saying for they're not being real, they just going out there and they look like a guy, so that's why they're being killed.
So you don't
I think it's a fucker of reason. I don't think that's just the only reason. I think it's a fucker of reason. I think there's a huge world of reasons.
You're right. Anywho, I thank God for realness. Hey Shayla, how y'all doing? How the real bitches out in the world doing? How y'all doing? Y'all, we going to get coffee, drinks afterwards?
Okay, so I said what I said because I feel like everybody was attacking him and they didn't get the concept. I caught the concept. And I just feel like sometimes certain things is just not necessary. Everybody pop shit all day and say the same thing and read their own girlfriends. We all do it.
And that's true, but that doesn't make it okay, Shayla.
All right, so
that's just like that.
Can I ask this question?
Oh, I really don't care.
Do y'all want clocky girls around y'all?
I would never say that out in public. You know why? Because this world
You
is
don't have to say it in public. Do y'all really feel
no,
like
hold
that?
on, hold on, Nikki, hold on.
So that's what he was wrong for. He was wrong for saying that in public.
That's what I said. That's what I said.
Okay.
No, I said that.
So basically, what they all say.
He was wrong for saying in
Hold on,
public.
y'all. I'm talking.
Okay,
I'm talking.
I got it.
So basically,
hold
on. What all the girls is mad at, they don't have a problem that he had that opinion. They just had a problem that he posted it on social media.
Right. He said it in public. Yeah.
He is very much so giving GNC, and he's giving Clocky, talking about somebody else.
Johnny!
I would never go to the mother. Hold on, but if you keep it real, I'm going to speak in plain language.
Stop, Grants!
I'm not going to the club with him with no niggas because.
Hold on, Kelly. Hold on, Yanni. Hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. Kelly, hold on, wait. Hold on, y'all. 1 second. Kelly, how you gonna tell Yanni? Hold on, how you gonna tell Yanni to stop saying how? Hold on. How you gonna tell Yanni to stop saying how she felt, but it was okay for him to say how he felt?
Right, like no shade, because no shade. We live by the code of realness from back in the day.
There shouldn't be no argument. I don't understand.
But from Miss Thing to wear makeup and boots with beads on and all types of da-da-das.
But do you gotta understand that's your preference? Like that's your preference.
That was my fucking problem with you. I said you should be the last one to talk about somebody clocking.
But do you not understand?
You know what, Vincent? I think what a lot of people said, I'm gonna go with Nikki said is you just gotta be careful what you post. A lot of girls have a lot of different feelings, and what you post can be taken out of concept and brought in. I think it's just be careful because of the community today is huge. There's a lot of different things that are done differently. There's a lot of girls that feel differently, and so we need to be careful about what we post and what we put out there. And that just goes for all across the board. Some things are best said. Some things best is not going to say anything. Something best said inside a home and not put out there.
I think
that's it.
Okay, but then again, it's like. Then again, I feel like this is why I didn't take the post down as soon as people think, because who are y'all to bully me and for my opinion to hurry up and take a post down?
I didn't actually take
here's the thing. If it offended me, let me be clear. If it was something that offended me, I would have pulled up on the post. It didn't offend me. I understood.
I'm talking about like everyone is different.
Well, I can't speak for everybody else because their opinions are different than mine, right? And for me, I just feel like I am. For some people, I feel like some conversations are girlfriend conversations, and some conversations are just not for public platforms. That's just how I feel.
Definitely at a time when a lot of times we get comfortable in this space where we all around each other, and so we jug and joke, and everybody is right about that. But I think that we are in a culture, definitely in certain cities. All cities are not the same, but definitely in certain cities where girls are under attack, and a lot of times, a lot of cisgender people use our own words against us to attack us. And yet we don't really see that because we are in this isolated bubble. Maybe because most of us up here have, because I know most of the people personally. We know people have been attacked for their look, or attacked, or hurt, or harmed, or can't get a job, or can't get a house, or whatever the case may be. Because a lot of times cisgenders take our words and say, well, and they will say this about them, because guess what? Y'all didn't have this same fever. Y'all wanted to cancel Andre for having his comments about trans women.
Correct.
Thank you. And that was a part of that hate train for Andre ass. So I'm gonna hold that against everybody. Bitch, gone. You clocking your shit. And you can't talk about it.
Hold on. Rico, go ahead, Rico. Hold on, Rico.
I feel like before I came on this app 2 years ago, I was the same way. I didn't know about trans or how it worked. I used to be scared of trans. No shade, I was, until I started being around them and I understood what it was and what they've been through. But who are y'all to tell somebody how they should feel and speak publicly about a situation? That's not for you to tell him what he can or cannot do.
No. We have every right to feel like that because it's about our community.
that
We
he
have
is a
every
part
right
of.
to feel like
It's
that.
just like,
Because just like a white man said, I hate you fucking niggers.
no, you're not gonna put this
You
as a
have a
white and black.
right
We
to
talking
feel
about a
some type
gay.
of.
We talking about a gay
No.
man, a
It's the
black man.
same thing.
That's what we talking about. No, it's not.
That's the same thing.
Yes, it
It's the same thing. That's the same thing. That's the same thing.
Well, you must not have a
so you
progressive
telling me-
mind. So we can.
So
have
I can call you a nigga, Nikki, right? I can call you a nigga. I can say nigga to you, right? But if a white person did it, it'd be a problem, right? So he's in my community. So if he say that you clocky, that I feel like that's okay because he's in the community.
Again, that don't
That's why I didn't want y'all to have this conversation.
But see,
I'm not saying you. I'm not saying you. I'm just saying in general.
Again, Rico, you're not
These
trans.
Bush queens be the fuck crying it, and y'all be playing in these Bush queens' face. Real queen. Y'all shame us for being the fuck nice. But you Bush queens be the fuck crying.
I'm gonna have all out war with his ass.
Yeah, you better chill out, bitch, because that was your last time. Because you a strong ass bitch too, and you keep on swinging your motherfucking hand at me. I'm
Exactly. No, we are not fucking doing that. I did not ask him over here to do this. We're not. Y'all not going to sit here and y'all not going to motherfucking swing at each other. Y'all not. I will drop all of y'all down, Miss A, and I will go back to just the cast members. We're not going to do this. Y'all not going to swing over here and y'all not going to attack each other. See, because what happens is, right, we attack each other at our own community, and then we wonder why. Stop. And we wonder why. The straight people use our words to fuck against us. Because if we can't respect each other at our own space, why the fuck should they respect us? So y'all not gonna come over here on my panel and y'all not gonna attack each other. I'm trying to get to some place and try to do something. I'm always a negative motherfucking bitch. Okay? I'm always a negative motherfucking bitch. But every time I try to do something positive, mistake, bitch, it goes crazy, mistake. Please, let me just have one positive fucking show where we try to do something great in the fucking community and not me being a nasty, disrespectful bitch all the time. Please. I ask y'all when I mute y'all, please, let's be nice. Can we respect each other in our own community? I know he said what he said, and he doubled down on it, and he's standing on big business, as we've been asking a lot of you fake and phony motherfucking bitches for the last motherfucking 15 years, bitch, is to stand on motherfucking business. And one thing I can say, I do respect him, like Nikki said, he came over here, he stood on business. But please, let's be nice. Please, let's try, bitch, because the straight people are watching us. And they're going to use our shit that we up here saying and have it all over the place. And those fucking faggots and those trannies can call us, why can't we? Let's not give them another open door. Y'all got me over here sounding like Barry White. Miss Thing.
Well, can I say something?
All I'm saying, Kelly, is as a trans woman because let me be clear, I'm in the field of work because there are not too many passable trans women that do the work, right? But those clocky trans girls, they fought so that we can have our name changed, so that we can have our gender markers changed. So if I want to feel some type of way because the comment was changed, I'm entitled to feel that way.
And you absolutely right. They actually,
let me say this. And Ricky and Vincent, again, I know Angel, I know a lot of you girls from Ohio. Again, I think there's a time and a place for those conversations. And if those conversations are table talk with my girlfriends, then guess what? They should stay in the house. I'm not trying to tell you how to control your platform to avoid situations like this. There are a lot of things that I may agree with you on, but I will never say it in public. Because I know it will cause commotion, it will cause confusion.
Well, Nikki, I appreciate you saying that, and I appreciate you, speaking out like that because to me, I didn't feel like it was wrong, but again, my friend don't know. Like, you can't be. I don't feel like he could really fault what he don't know. You know what I'm saying? And he don't know. He don't know what y'all been through or what it was like to be a trans woman or the fight or what clocky is. I don't think. I think he just knows if you look like a man and you're a woman, that's clocky to him.
So what's clocky to me?
I understand where he's coming from. Right.
So why
You know
don't
what's toxic
nobody
to me?
just
The
teach
fact
them
that
instead of
Grant, if you shoot at him again, Grant, I'm gonna drop you, Grant. Let's be nice.
But you know what he's trying to play? You know something? The boys be trying to act cute. I barely, you know, you trying to act cute. But you know what? I'm gonna get at your ass whether you
Girl,
want
who
some
is
next.
hot? Girl, you were so
I'm gonna do him.
upset.
Auntie,
No,
it's not
So upset.
Vincent,
At this point, you just keep saying shit and keep saying shit.
stand down.
Well, to be honest,
Vincent, pay attention to me, Vincent. Vincent, pay attention to me. Stand down.
See, that's what I'm
Stand down, Vincent. Pay attention to me. So I listen. Let me tell y'all something, right? One thing I just learned, mistake, bitch. Okay? Vincent can be bowled over because he was ready to go with Yardy. And I told him, pay attention to me and stand down, and he stood down. So it's help in there. It's
Girl,
help in
spare us, Mahana.
Girl, spare us, small violence.
Please.
Can I
Everything is
say
not about
something?
you, girl.
This
Please
payment
spare us.
at this point is no coming back. Everybody said what they said. Everybody had their opinion. Just leave it alone. Why are we still talking
What's
about
the point
That
of
was
getting upset and want to argue? Like, I said what I
That
said.
was kind of
Stand the 10 toes down.
Y'all go ahead.
Stand the 10 toes down.
Vincent, Rico, listen.
Thank you.
Rico, listen.
Stand the 10
Rico,
toes down.
Rico, I fuck with you, Rico, and I appreciate you bringing him over here for us to have this conversation and try.
Yeah, I fuck with you too. You know, I fuck with Nikki. That's why I brought him here.
And you know what? I just want to say the most important thing out of what I've learned for this. One of the most important things is what Nikki just said. I'm going to agree with that. We got to be careful what we put out there in public because what we say will follow us and they will bite us in the ass. And I think that's more of an issue than anything or how you feel.
Vincent, I'm gonna leave you with this, Vincent.
That's all.
Vincent, I'm gonna leave you with this. Imagine going for a job interview one day, right? And some trans girl comes out the back to do your interview. You saw your post. And because you made that post, she decided she didn't want to give you the job. And it was probably the best interview, one of the biggest opportunities that you ever had. And that's not to you, it's just to people, period. I always try to tell people you have to be mindful because even when you go for jobs these days, they look at those things. You know, somebody would have sent that to your job. And maybe if you were in a different state, where trans was where they supported those people, they supported the trans community, you would lose your job behind something like that.
Yeah, and that's the biggest thing. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Nikki, for your adult conversation. I really appreciate that. Even your knowledge.
That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted was for my trans girls.
But Kelly, he really listen. Well, we didn't. What you thought you were going to do, bring over to try to change his mind. He's not trying to change his mind. He stood on what he said. He's not changing what he said.
But Nikki, I have to try, Nikki.
But Kelly, if you pay attention to the posts and all the sub posts and all the sub posts,
I did it, Nikki. I already seen the time.
He's not trying to change nothing.
Hold on.
That's why I asked, why would you bring him over here? Because it wasn't going to change nothing.
And let me say something. We really as a group, we have to, I definitely am not against attacking him. I'm very against that. But we have to stop sometimes coddling and babying people, right? We have to sit there and sometimes stop saying that y'all sit up here and fuss, holler, and complain about how it was okay for him to feel how he want to feel, but when because as trans women, because we're not monolithic, because we have different views on it or different opinions on it, then we got to shut up because instead of us having emotion or feeling about something that we're going through, we got to just shut up and take it because that's just what we're supposed to do. No, and I'm sorry that a lot of us have passing privilege that some of our sisters don't have. And so when we sit up here and we talk about a group, we not talking about the ones that just look like something. We can't keep just talking about them.
You're correct.
Well, y'all know.
A lot of times on the passive side of the fence, the girls are like, well, it don't affect me because I'm not cocky or I'm not this or I'm not that. Let's be clear. Let's be clear. Even some of you realist bitches have a cocky moment. Let's be clear.
Correct. But again, that's why I said
we talked about this
I'm entitled to. That's why I said I'm entitled to feel some type of way about it.
Once every
we talked about this earlier. We talked about this earlier on Nikki panel, mistake, bitch. The girls that y'all idolize, the girls that y'all wait, hold on, Shannon. The girls that y'all idolize at motherfucking ballroom, mistake, bitch, that y'all let win over a lot of girls was my girlfriend. And when they came to the polo grounds, they would call me, bitch, it's too much train outside. Come downstairs and get me.
But you know something? Ricky, you was waiting to say that to me.
My bad.
And I'm gonna say one thing to you.
Okay, this shit, Rico, thank y'all for coming. This shit, Rico, thank y'all for coming. I appreciate y'all.
Go ahead, Shayla.
Hold on, Shayla want to say something. Let Shayla say something, Kelly. Let's shake it. She ain't speak about it.
When Rodney did it was okay. Nobody really go.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, no, it wasn't. We had a problem with it. It just wasn't an outward like this. I'll give you that. It wasn't this nigga outward, but a lot of us didn't like it.
Well, let me ask you that. Hold on, was that towards me?
I'm just saying in general.
In general. Oh, well, I had
a trans woman.
I had a problem with it, but the problem was the people wanted me to be Marsha P. Johnson. Why they keep with their girlfriends? That was my issue. I said what I had to say to him directly.
And every time somebody's trying a trans woman, Yanni's always running her mouth and always saying something. So this is nothing.
But here's the thing, Yanni. We can be in a community and not. Y'all think because we all friends, we all got. Hold on.
Shut up.
Hold on.
Shut up. You got a job. Shut up. Shut the fuck up.
I can have my own fucking opinion. I'm 45 motherfucking years old.
Okay, Nikki, go ahead.
Hold on. To you bitches in the comments, mistake. Shut the fuck up, mistake, bitch. Because I know where the fuck my sister work at, mistake, bitch. And I know how trifling you fucking faggots are.
Just because we're all trans does not mean we all have to think the same way.
Correct.
Just like we are all entitled to feel how we want to feel about a topic. Just like he's entitled to feel how he wants to feel.
3, Grand Prize, a Pixie, a legendary.
Who is watching the ball? Who's watching the ball?
I agree with you, Nikki. We're not monolithic, and when we start realizing that we're not monolithic, that we all have our own thoughts, our own feelings, our own emotions. People can start realizing that you don't have to shut somebody down for it. But it is a time and a place for everything. And certain situations that we don't take as serious, it don't become serious until it starts affecting you and your girlfriend or your butch friends or your friends start dying because of it.
Phil, let me ask you a question. Do you want white people calling you a nigger?
So Juicy asked a great question before we let Vincent.
Hold on, Kelly. I'm asking Phil because this is what bothers me. Y'all be so worried about what we do to each other, right? Black people do it to each other, but white people can't do it. It's a problem. When women do it to each other, it's okay, but men can't do it to a woman. So why when we have a problem with butch queens doing it to trans girls, y'all always want to throw that the girls can do it to each other. Why can't we? That's not how that goes.
Okay, so my last question before we let Vincent and Rico get up out of here is to Vincent. Juicy asked the question. Vincent, what have you learned from all of this?
Nothing. I just learned to shut my mouth. That's it. I ain't go. I'm still have my opinion.
If that's the only lesson you learn, baby, you learned a valuable lesson.
I still have my opinion
You're right.
I still have my opinions of everyone. Everyone has their own opinion.
Correct.
But I ain't gonna bring that up on all the opinions I have and questions I do have. But
that's the best thing.
What it is.
Because
listen, hold on, because I'm about to let him and Rico go. I'm about to let him and Rico go because they're only supposed to be here for half an hour. But listen, and that's the only thing that we wanted to get out of having this conversation.
Hold on. Let me do this. Vincent. Hold on.
So that's why I'm just like,
He's saying something, Nikki. He's saying something.
Hold on, Vincent. There's a drag queen down there that's dying to get your attention. She wants to know, are you a femtop?
Femtop.
No.
Yeah, Maharia.
Oh my God.
No, he's not.
No, listen. Hold on, y'all. Let him finish his statement. I'm about to listen. No, I'm about to get him on. Listen, I'm about to let him go. Let him finish his statement because he was saying that he figured out that it's deeper than what?
It's deeper than me.
Thank you, Vincent. Bye, Vincent.
Kelly, he knew that before he came over here.
Hold on, I'm dropping Vincent down. Hold on. Okay? And that was my
Kelly, you didn't have to bring him over here. He knew that before he came over here. You didn't accomplish anything, sweetheart.
Okay.
You didn't accomplish anything, Kelly.
What's that? Yeah, we did accomplish something, Nikki. He knows it's deeper than him, and he gonna keep his brother.
Kelly, he knew.
Hold on. Be honest. What y'all accomplish is the same thing that y'all always accomplish. Y'all let Bush Queens know that they can do and say whatever the fuck they want to us, but as long as they come in contention, that we'll pacify them. That's exactly what y'all showed them, because that's what the fuck is going on.
I was the only bitch.
Hold on, let me say something real quick.
I can't say only me, but
I didn't want to say nothing to you, Box 10. I don't even know you like that, but I didn't want to bring my friend over here because he don't even know about this app like that. So I was trying to brace him for people. That's why I told Kelly, I said, listen, don't bring all them people up here because like he go through the comments on that Facebook. My friend is young. He's very, very young. So he does have a lot of growing to do. And he might have said what he said today, but trust me when I tell you, he took heed into everything that each one of y'all said.
Right, but also, Ricky, you attacked me.
Because you were attacking me.
This why we can't get nothing accomplished because everybody is on defense.
Let me talk.
Everybody is on defense.
Let it go. Hold on.
Let me finish.
Let me finish. About me.
You interrupted him. You interrupted him when he was talking.
Oh, girl, I'm going
to I never said anything to you. You were attacking. You kept saying stuff like you was throwing a little punchlines the whole time, and I never said anything to you. Just like when I was talking, you interrupted me and you said I can say a lot of things about you, but I'm gonna be quiet. I heard what you said, and that's cool because I can say a lot of things about
business. So who are you?
No, you wasn't talking about Vincent because I know what I was talking.
Listen, I'm still doing this. Why you arguing? We all grown.
Listen, I apologize to you. I said, hey, listen, I'm sorry it wasn't meant to be like that. Okay, so this is what I'm telling you. So this is what I'm telling you right now.
Y'all didn't listen. He's apologizing to you. Listen.
I'm apologizing to you because that wasn't my intentions. I feel like you and a couple other people were attacking my friend, and then when I said something, I felt like what you said was to me, so I apologize. I don't know you. I haven't even looked through anything about you, so I apologize if you felt that way. My only thing was I was protecting my friend because I told Kelly before 12 people came up here, hey, let's make this a minimum. I want you to talk to him so you can get through to him. I know he probably telling y'all I'm standing on 10, but I promise you, every last one of y'all told him he listened to it. Now, I'm not going to say that he just was 110 gold pushed behind that shit, but I'm telling you he listened to it. Because for him to even say today, I'm going to shut my mouth up and keep what the fuck I got to say in his head, that was a lie because that wasn't the same shit he was saying earlier. To me.
Okay, you know what? I accept your apology, and if you feel like I was taking jabs at you, I wasn't, and I appreciate you coming back up here to say that.
Ricky, I heard everyone's opinion, but also I still just feel how I feel, and I don't care for any else's opinion. It's okay for people to have their opinions. Also, I'm fine with that.
Period.
So everything you just say around the window, to be honest.
I'm fine that he would only go out with me if I keep my mouth closed, because I'm already keep it closed.
Mm-hmm. But my thing is it's the pacification of it all. We have, girl, as trans women, I don't know what kind of mother we trying to be, or what we yearning to try to fix everybody, because we always be so broken. So we trying to fix everybody else being broken. But the pacification is enough.
But Kelly, stop. Why is that okay that you can only go out with somebody if you're going to shut your mouth?
Because she's used to it.
Because Jason.
She's used to people treating her like that.
No, I'm not. So first of all, Jason, I tell y'all all the time, when I go to the gas station with Nikki, Monique, and Amaya, mistake, it's just me. That's what I do. I know my voice is clocky. So when we go to that gas station and all the traders out there, mistake, I'm nodding my head and I'm not trying to get my girlfriend's clock. This is a safety protocol.
But it's different from a bush queen. I go out, hold on, y'all, because I've been Nikki, we talked about this earlier. It's different because, okay, if hypothetically all the girls is passable and a piece of trade, giving them their life, he's going to start to clock and wonder what's they see because of you, how gay he is with a heel on and a face full of makeup and an eyelash. So no matter, like, either way it goes, you turns out to be the clocky gay boy in the end, wanting to be around somebody passable or if they clocky. That's not right, and I don't like that. Y'all read Andre when he called the girls not real women, and it's a difference. Then y'all try to do Rodney, and now y'all gonna let this faggot, not even a man in the thing or do anything, go around with what he said.
All the time. Cuz hang out with gay boys all the time.
Right,
but
I'm a gay boy that hang out with mad bitches. I hang out with mad straight girls, like bad bitches, like he said. I get what he was saying, but guess what? You don't even look like that straighty bush queen to even be given that attitude. You don't like the overtrained bush queen.
Son, let me say something before I drop. I'm going to stand 10 toes. I don't give a fuck what nobody says, honey. I'm not pacifying no bitch. If you said what you said, you're going to get what you get at the end of the motherfucking day. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. If you out here wearing Maybelline and all that bullshit, get the fuck out my face. I'm always going to speak like this. And also, I don't hang out with bitches who don't have progressive minds. I'm a grown-ass fucking woman, and if you think that's okay, bitch, you need to go back to the drawing board because you clearly have some hate for yourself.
Girls love games and heels because they like to kiki on y'all, not because they like you. They like to kiki on you.
Play with nobody. I may have passable privilege, but I would never let no bitch play with nobody because guess what? I have not always looked this way, and bitches used to play with me, and I'm not gonna let nobody play with nobody else. Period. So you can keep that self-hate bullshit and go suck a fucking dick and continue to suck dick for $1. Because bitch, y'all, a lot of bitches don't motherfucking have nothing else to offer in life, and a lot of y'all don't see yourselves other than just trannies, bitch. And that's it. Period.
Well, I see myself as a woman, but I already know, Miss A girl, it's real Barry White when it come out. So I'm gonna protect myself and my girls that I'm around.
But Grants, guess what? You understand you, but most of these girls would defend bullshit just to have a girlfriend. If my girlfriend said that shit, I would look at her like, how dare you?
You check your friend.
I'm reading.
No, we do not read our girlfriends. Stop, y'all.
Yes, I do.
No, the fuck we don't. No, y'all.
I read all the time. It may not be you, but this is what I
y'all got to stop.
But Nick, did your girlfriend ever made a post like that in the general public?
My girlfriend never made a post like that.
That was the problem. Again, that's the problem. We call each other niggas all the time, and I just said this.
Why bitches
we
call
do
me
it to each other we do it all the time, but it does not make it okay for them. It's the same way as when we call each other niggers, but then when a white person calls it, we get all up in arms. It's the same thing. It's the same thing.
Well, how about y'all have respect for everybody and everybody will have respect for you?
Get out of here.
This don't have nothing to do with you.
Yes, I was, Banks. Yes, I was. And
this don't have nothing to do with you.
Yeah, so you want to say something. It ain't got to do with about
Listen, hold on. Okay, listen.
You in between, dude. I'm coming from.
So listen. Please, y'all, be nice because y'all already know they already hot and heavy, and they don't have a problem with shooting y'all. So be nice.
Well, he's in here. He's still in here.
No, I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about the people that saying that something. Be nice, y'all. Know these bitches got guns. Y'all have a problem with shooting y'all.
Listen,
I just want to say something real quick.
Go ahead.
The place where I was coming from when I said what I had to say was specifically because I remember, just like Rico was saying, when he came on the app, I remember Mendoza in the comments getting me together about how I was speaking or saying things incorrectly, and not even being the intention. But I think it's important that we have just a teeny bit of grace with people.
Oh, girl. I'm hold on. I'm gonna let you finish. I'm gonna let you finish. I'm gonna let you finish because that grace conversation really blows me. Go ahead.
Oh, no. I was just going to say have a little bit of grace with people who are seemingly looking to have clarity or to make a difference. I feel like that post was absolutely wrong. But I think when he came over here, and this is just my perspective, it seemed like he was a little bit more interested in, okay, I said what I said, I didn't mean no harm.
Juicy, he just hold on, cut you off. He just commented and said, I really don't care what nobody else's opinion is. I'm standing on what I feel, and that's that. Go look in the comments.
Okay.
Hold on.
Okay, got it.
I will forget, and so I just want to really touch on that grace part. I'm saying this, and right now I'm saying this. I'm not saying this to not name trans women up here because we all have our different experiences. I'm saying this to you, fish and the males that just happen to be butch queens. Why is it always when it's something dealing with us, do we have to offer grace? Why is there always when we are being attacked, when we are being raped, when we are being murdered, when we are being raped, when we are being stolen from, when we are being accosted, that we have to show grace? Why do we always have to bow down and humble down when it's something dealing with a man? I get tired of people who don't walk in none of these shoes trying to tell us how to walk in them.
You right. Now, I was talking about butch queens having grace. I wasn't talking about trans women. I wasn't saying that y'all.
A time out for grace. Because guess what? And God forbid, I pray for all these girls up here because I know everybody up here, so I don't want nothing to happen to y'all. But I watched it time and time again that as soon as something happened to a trans woman, let her get killed or hurt or something, the first thing these butch queens do, oh, she was tricking them. Oh, she like a man. It's always something that she did and not that somebody hurt us in the beginning.
Very true.
It's the first thing that every said on, whether it's a straight man or a gay man, the first thing it is our fault. It's our fault that we got murdered. It's our fault we got robbed. It's our fault that we getting caught. It's always us. But now, we're the ones that people want to exchange grace.
No shit, the clock.
Fuck out of here.
Can I say something? And this is y'all as women. Let me say this, y'all. I get so tired of the mad black tranny narrative. But I also, ladies, I think it's also sometimes how we come off when we are upset. Because sometimes we can get places better with just having conversations instead of always coming out just to attack.
Yes.
Sometimes it comes off as like, I mean, as angry as you may be or angry as I may be, it's just sometimes how we always kind of how we converse and how we conversate with people and try to get our point across. I think sometimes people receive it better if we can talk or express ourselves better than how we do sometimes.
I agree. I so agree.
I think for me it hit home because I was once in that space to where
correct. I get it.
You know, my girlfriends did not, but like my girlfriends would sit on the other train from me and and I was just disrespected. And for me to get to this place to where I have passive privilege right now, and I seen that shit, and I seen who said it, I said, excuse the fuck out of me. You got the nerve. And then to see so many people defending him, I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Y'all weird too.
Well, I don't.
But why you say he got the nerve to say what he want to say when that's his opinion? He's not saying that he's betrayed. He's not trying to be betrayed.
Because I didn't believe him.
He got the nerves is because
I didn't believe him.
He is literally gay bad. Like if you look up gay bash, his picture right there.
But see, and my whole thing, and he just said it.
Hold
on, Callie. My whole thing is right. That's why I wanted to have this conversation with certain people up here that were not going to yell and attack to try to have the conversation because we all know, bitch. Listen.
Well, Kelly, we wasn't trying to attack him.
Girl, that faggot do not care. Let's be serious. That's why he didn't catch his time. I'm getting down. I'm sorry. Okay.
No, because he's in a
hold on. Fufu, let me say this. Let me tell you. Let me tell y'all fucking fact.
Okay. Give him grace.
Let me say it. It's okay.
Let me tell you, motherfucking mook ass nigga, something. I don't give a fuck about nobody from motherfucking Dothan, Alabama, feeling no type of way about what the fuck I said. Bitch, I felt like he was being a fucking faggot, trying to suck some dick on the slide, and I ain't believe what the fuck he said, and I still stand on it. Fuck you, fuck him, and his court case.
What are you reading for? What did they do?
She ain't do nothing now because she just getting on her flight.
Auntie, you just said.
What is the Fufu mean? Don't kick Fufu.
Bye.
Auntie,
Fufu ain't give you a motherfucking thing.
Oh, that wasn't Fufu? Oh, that wasn't Fufu? Oh, okay.
That was funk phase.
Oh, funk phase. Okay, that was funk. Okay. Oh, that's okay. Okay, I thought that. Okay, girl. Yeah,
Auntie,
Fufu, you get a flight.
Narrative about your angry black trans woman.
I know because people were trying. Listen, y'all. And again, when you try to have sensible conversations, then you have motherfuckers that like to pick the bear. We could get really irate up
And let me tell y'all something, right? I gotta apologize for some of the statements I made, but I know I'm not great at having sensible conversation. But that's why I have sensible bitches around me to try to have these conversations.
Girl, stop hollering. God damn.
But stop begging, man.
God, I can't say more like y'all.
Leave me alone.
I'm sorry, I know I'm not the best when it comes to conversation. That's why when I was corresponding back, Miss Day down there was mad at me, Miss Day girl. So I ain't sent her the correspondent, but I sent it to Drake and Amaya and Jason, on what I was trying to do and to help.
Because here's the thing, Kelly. Again, when you have a young person, right? And I'm gonna say this, and for me, I'm okay with. I'm not okay with what he said because again, even with Andre, even if that is, and Amaya, I'm gonna ask you this. Even what I said about Andre, you can have your opinion, but as a motherfucking public person, you cannot say it publicly. That's my only issue, y'all. Like, I'm being 100.
You know what?
Right,
you know what? I understand, Nikki.
But also,
but you know what it is, Nikki?
Hold on, Nikki, because Kelly over here trying to be slick, talking about she don't know how to talk. Girl, everybody in this motherfucking room knew what you was doing, and you up here trying to say that man was thinking he was talking about GNC people, and he wasn't talking about them.
I'm not talking about. We're not even talking about that. You going back?
Why are you loud? Why are you loud?
We're not going backwards. We're going forward. But and maybe forget what the fuck I was about to say. Nikki was saying something to say, girl, and you made me forget the fuck I was saying because you one of your big fat fucking dick suckers. You big fucking black faggot.
That's another. You're right,
bitch. You know what? You know what? You look at the motherfucking mirror, bitch. Everybody knew what you was doing, bitch. And you thought you was slick talking about, I want to get him up here because I want to hear what he got to say. I want to understand where he coming from, bitch. We all knew where the fuck he was coming from. Period. You ain't slick.
You
don't need to stop sending her gifts. Y'all talking about that's Dre baby gift, that's Kelly gift. They look just like her.
Oh, bitch! Bitch, if you came up, bitch, it look like you, bitch. If you came up,
somebody send another Kelly gift.
You can have an opinion, but you are also, responsible.
What are you? Oh, what the fuck was that? And you got one, you got two.
I'm looking to send.
No, Kelly.
Come on, mistake. Up to mistake. All of this mistake. You over here giving Egyptian goddess.
To everybody, you can have an opinion about something, right?
I wanted to get ready, but
you can have an opinion about something, but you also got to realize that once those opinions become public knowledge, there's a lot of backlash that can come with that also.
That was exactly. That's what it was, Nikki. Nikki, hold on, Nikki. Let me stop. That's what it was. Okay. Nikki, that's what it was. I just remember because it came back. So what I think it is, Nikki, that Vincent, and I make my opinion, is that Vincent don't know how big his platform is, okay? And he probably didn't think that it was going to get that far.
Well, it doesn't. It's not his platform that is even big. Let's be clear. It's not even that his platform is big. It is the fact that there are 1.7 thousand people that has shared it, that has made it big.
That's fucked.
Exactly.
Once your opinions become public, you can no longer control the narrative. Because we have truly seen posts that have spread like wildfire, and the person may have meant one thing, but bitch number 985 shared it and spit their own narrative on it.
Mm-hmm. And now it's perception versus reality.
And now it's perception versus reality because you can say what you meant, and he could have came up here and been very apologetic about it. But that does not change how the attention, how it got to somebody else and made them feel. That's like I said, I'm in this field because I looked around one day and there were not passable girls that were standing hand in hand with the girls that we call Dean Clarky. Those Clarky girls that he was reading on that post are the girls that fought that so that are the girls that fought that so that his girlfriends can have the surgeries to look the way they look. They can have their gender markers and names changed on their IDs and their birth certificates. That is the only reason that I'm sitting here today having this conversation in a sensible tone. Because I truly could have been irate and felt some type of way. But I mean, at the end of the day, like Amaya said, having passing privilege, a lot of things don't apply, so you let it fly.
Right.
But however, I am entitled to feel some type of way because there was a girlfriend who was not passable.
Yeah.
I have a girlfriend that is not as passable as some. However, she went down there and fought and walked. So that bitch, when I pull up my wallet, all my credentials say female. So that when I pull out my wallet, all my credentials say Nicole Denise Clark. So when I pull out the registration on my car, it says Nicole Denise Clark female. When I pull out the lease on my apartment, it says Nicole Denise Clark female. So if I choose to stand in solidarity with them, I am entitled to feel that way. However, again, ladies, we have to learn how to have these conversations. And I'm not saying I'm giving grace best. That's not what I'm saying.
Okay.
Because you know she's ready to attack us. You know she's ready to attack.
But she's saying make sure that you are relaying the message with class and with
honestly, Nikki, that's where.
Let me say this.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Let me say this, because I know for me that my voice a lot of times get elevated, and it's not out of anger, it's out of passion. So I want to say that.
I get it. I know that.
Yeah. I don't, because sometimes it can come off aggressive, so I really want to apologize if it gets that way. But I definitely want to always understand, and I get more mad. I'm more upset, to be honest, at our group, at the T in the community, because we are so, and Nikki said this earlier, and it struck home to me so bad that I couldn't even sleep. But she said it about a person, but I think it really references to the group of us as transgenders. We get so used to being talked about, abused, dogged out, mistreated, that we start allowing it to happen and start excusing the abuse.
Correct.
We have a really bad habit because a lot of us have had so many of our own deep dark moments that we've been living in them moments for so long that we feel like that if people are not treating us that way, that something is wrong. And so we start forgiving, and then we're always told, don't worry about it. It ain't me. It ain't this. It ain't this. You got to keep pushing it to the side. And at some point, a lot of the passion that you see is a bubble up of frustration of being attacked.
Correct.
And sometimes when you're on the side of privilege, you don't see what people see on the opposite side of privilege.
You're right.
You're definitely right. And we have to sometimes sit and say, damn, everything that just because we haven't experienced it as an empathy doesn't mean that we can't care about it, or we can passionate about it. And it is so many times that we fight these silent battles, and a lot of times with the Bush Queens, they just feel like, okay, girl, they can say anything, and we should just chuck it up and jive it. No, and we have to stop being. You don't have to attack somebody to hold them accountable, but it's okay to have accountability. It's okay to say, my boundaries in my life, we're not taking that.
But then also, Auntie, since that guy came up here with Vincent, and he's much older, it'd be all these older people hanging around these young
hold
boys.
on. But Yanni, let me ask you a question. Well, why didn't well, guess what? Now, let me tell you who else you need to have accountability for. Your sister.
Who?
Oh, my God. His mother. Because what did she say when he told her? Oh, I agree with his mother.
Hold on. And I'm gonna be honest. I love her. I raised her. She ain't got sense. God gave her goose sometimes. So
but I'm saying
wait a minute.
But when I'm saying,
she gave him good start.
But also
to have a gay.
But it's about so listen, let me say right. It's about each one. It's about each one teach one, right? Okay? And a lot of things that should be taught in the community from people are not taught. This ain't bitch. Because people don't.
Hold on, I'm gonna be honest, Nikki. Let's be clear, Nikki. She just became passable, so she should be shutting up too.
Amaya, stop.
Girl. But what I'm saying,
y'all put
but what I'm saying,
in the comments.
And I love my niece to the flow. I love my niece to the flow. But I remember there's a lot of times living in Cleveland that she couldn't go outside with us either.
What I'm saying to Yanni is we want to hold Ricky accountable, but Angel should be held to.
Oh no, she cold-blooded.
She cold-blooded. No, listen, I'm holding everybody around him accountable because now this is a story. I was in Baltimore and I yelled out the window, right, to niggas, right? This is where I was when I was young. I made a mistake, but everybody around me held me accountable. Everybody around me made sure that they're like, you know what, this bitch ain't listening to us, so now we really gotta drill it through her head. People just want to have gay family just because. Where are the lessons learned? Where are the information being passed down? And there's never that going on. All they want to do is what? Have sex, do drugs, and be retarded.
Yeah. So let me be real with y'all, right? Because I had this conversation when I was out with a bunch of people, right? And I said to the bitch, girl, they all the butch queens, right? They all out twerking and all type of shit, mistake, bitch. I already know I lost my breast 4 years ago. I already know. I don't need no extra attention brought to me, bitch, while y'all out here twerking and doing that. I'm all the attention I need. Bitch, but y'all want to get out the car and start twerking and doing shit, bitch, and bringing more attention to me. I'm all the attention I need. I don't need y'all fucking help.
Yeah.
So it's a problem because he said it out loud.
I have a question. Do y'all think that...
Hold on, Kelly. I just got a premium comment.
What is it?
They said, hold on. They said, what about y'all chopping the girls for realness? It's all the same.
No,
it's all the same.
No, it's not. It's a competition. That's a competition. That's completely different. That's a competition.
Baby, that's giving baby. That's
somebody don't know what they talking about.
Yeah, that's a whole different lane of conversation.
Y'all not listening. We don't have a lot of people don't have a problem with his statement. We have a problem because it was publicly. It is round. It's red table talk. Because we already know it's a lot of butch queens around us that feel that same fucking way.
It's not just butch queens that feel that way. It's your own girlfriends. It's your own girlfriends that feel that way too. They just don't say it out loud. It's your own girlfriend.
No, but I'm gonna be honest. I'm about to say, Callie, you and I both can speak to the same idea that, you know, when you go around niggas as a male or as a man, and you around niggas that are straight, and a queen come around. And I know that you, and I'm only saying this because I'm guessing, but I know that you've been in circumstances where you'd be like, oh God, here come the queen. You know what I'm saying? And we are not embracing. So, you know, when the girls were calling him clocky and this and the third, for me, I think my real issue with the comment or the statement that he made is twofold. One, you are perpetuating the danger that many of the trans women that you hang around get into. That was my main problem, because there are so many straight, and I heard this a lot of times, there are so many people who are heterosexual or who are cisgender that do not understand the totality of the verbiage of the way that they phrase things, and it is phobic. It is very phobic. It is against the idea of the person. Then the second fold is, you, my friend, are a feminine man. You're a feminine man. You You go in spaces where you are judged and mistreated
and where you are possibly in danger. Correct.
Exactly.
Exactly.
But the whole thing, the whole point of me wanting to do this is to have people like Juicy, like Amaya, like Nikki that can articulate these things to him.
Hold on, y'all. Before everybody start going back and forth, let me say this, Callie. Let me say this, Callie, because Callie, I kind of get what you're saying, but I know, because I know you personally. I know how black and white your mind is, because that's how mine is. The problem is, it's not everybody. What we do as a community is we shallow and dumb everything down to a level where it seems like it's almost like insignificant. The significance of it is, a lot of times, see, Callie, you're not as feminine as somebody like the young man that was just up here, so you don't always go through those same battles. But every time you walk out your door, whether you're a passable trans woman or a clocky trans woman or the same a clocky cis man, your life is at danger. And so you don't understand that a lot of times in these scenarios where people are putting up these quote unquote transphobic or trans hateful comments, how somebody can take that and run with it and murder or hurt somebody just off of a simple word. Every time one of us, whether we're passable or not, walk out of this door, somebody can kill you for being, not for what you've done to them, for being just who you are.
But you
just
know
who you are.
Him standing, him quote unquote.
And that's why I tell y'all bitches.
No,
that's why I've been
Grant.
afraid for 4 years.
Grant, hold on. Him quote unquote stand 10 toes down. I felt like if he would have been more like willing to listen and to receive what somebody had to say, I would have not been like feeling that way. But him standing 10 toes down, he need his ass slapped, and that's what I felt. Because you're not trying to be receptive. But you're not trying to be receptive.
Yanni, let me ask you this question: What did he? This is my point with Kelly. What did he say or do differently over here that he didn't do or say on Facebook?
Nothing.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's
you know how
that's my whole
sometimes.
point.
Hold on. You know how sometimes you do something and you see the errors of your ways. This little boy still don't see it, and he just don't care.
But that's how he felt.
So for me,
what made y'all think at the 1.97 comments and 1.3 thousand shares,
it's not gonna change the now. It ain't gonna change right now.
That he was going to change how he felt.
But I think he had Nikki. So for me, Nikki,
it's not changing. And I think that
you're not thinking, you're not listening. That's what you're not doing. He has told you several times since he's got down, he's not changing how he feels.
I know, but I think that he understood. I think he's not gonna change. Listen, Nikki, he definitely doubled down. He definitely doubled down, but I think at the end of that conversation, he understood, from my take of it, he understood what we felt and what we were going through.
Girl,
hold on. Kelly, I'm about to piggyback off that. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. What's the point? Let me ask you a question, Kelly. Again, I'm not attacking this young man, but let me ask you this. What's the point? What's the point of understanding when you don't give a fuck?
Right.
Okay.
He told you what you wanted to hear so he could get down. Basically, he just said what you needed to hear so he could leave.
But he's still here.
I think he stand on what he felt, what he said. He's just like he said, he's just not gonna open his mouth, but he still feel like that at the end of the day.
But his
hands doesn't mean anything, so that means all of it was for naught.
He didn't know he.
It doesn't mean anything.
And Kelly, his hands are still moving.
You're right, Amaya. You're right.
Wait. I just heard something. Hold on. I just heard something y'all said. He said that he understands that he shouldn't have did that, but he's not changing his opinion. It's the same thing like the other people that still feel that way, but they just don't publicly put it out.
Yes.
Okay,
but Kelly, at the bottom, at the end, excuse me 1 second. At the end of, I think you're probably about to say what I was about to say. At the end of the day, it's going, whether he changes or not, we've done all that we can, and we're gonna move on from it. It is what it is. At the end of the day, there's nothing we can do about this. You did your due diligence, Kelly. Everybody has taken time out to express how they feel. It is what it is. We can't
get it on Facebook.
What in the big that up?
Security.
What in the fucking that up?
Security.
Yo, number 4, no shade.
Girl,
Number 4, no shade. I was finna say this. I was finna say that. So I'm happy
in
you
my
said
bag.
that.
I'm getting my weed, bitch. I'm about to roll up blunt. I ain't got time to keep entertaining.
They beg, because I gotta order me some food.
We not. There's no need to keep going in circles about whether he got it or not. And I don't think y'all are doing that intentionally to like
If
argue.
I would have made a post like that on Facebook, I would have stand on it. I would have stand on it, and I would have meant it. And I wouldn't give a fuck what any of y'all would have said or say.
And that's why I said to him, I said,
but hold on.
I hope that you would have
been. Callie, I would expect different from you because you sit around us on a regular. You understand better.
No, right. Definitely, Nikki, I agree. I agree.
I want to ask some of y'all younger ones a question, because I hear a lot of times, whether we be on social media or on the apps and stuff, a lot of times y'all hear stuff about us, or y'all hear stuff about stuff in the past, so that y'all hear it, but y'all really don't accept it, so it really doesn't affect y'all. Let me ask y'all, all of those who just think that everything is just so right. Have any one of y'all buried one of y'all girlfriends?
Say it again.
Have any of y'all what?
Have any one of y'all buried one of your girlfriends?
Absolutely. Too many to count.
You bush queens that sit up here and think that we're supposed to just take it all and pay attention and nothing's supposed to affect us. Have you, listen, because I can tell you time and time again the reason why it makes me passionate. I can tell you it was a time when I had a little niece in Detroit, and a piece of trade thought they was dating and talking. He thought she was a girl. When she ditched him his tea to try to be honest about it, he chopped her body up and put it all over the city of Detroit.
Was she dating him before she told the tea?
No. They were talking. She got his number. She got his phone number at the gas station. They were talking and texting. She told him, "Hey, I'm transgender. Just want to let you know up front. Didn't want to tell you at the gas station." He's like, "Oh, girl, ain't no tea. Blah 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 blah. I'm gonna send you a car to come over here." The next thing you know, Miss Mamas was dead, and they were finding pieces of her body all over the city.
Good. They good. The box 75 is good.
Who was that?
Because a lot of times, and this girl was a baby. A lot of times, y'all, a lot of stuff that we take, that y'all see us taking it serious, and y'all don't understand the really intent and the passion behind it. This is not about no simple app. This is not about a simple social media. It's simple to y'all because it's not your life, but for us, it's life or death.
Exactly.
That's right.
I always say that people typically passing privilege, but being passable for me
comes with its own insecurity.
Was more of a security measure for me, a safety measure. At the end of the day, let's have some real table time. Being passable, I don't want to go somewhere with certain people, and it's not because they're clocky. I really don't care, because I will go, but it's because I don't want nothing to happen to me or anybody that I'm with.
Jesus.
Because you know why, Nikki? Because you know why, Nikki? Some of us in the community overall just do too much.
Correct.
Yeah, exactly.
Go ahead, baby. Go ahead.
I feel like being passable isn't everything like it's out to be anyway. I feel like you should be more scared sometimes being passable than anything, because that can get you fucked up too.
You know what? You're
very
right.
true, Kip.
Right.
You're right.
You're right.
Oh, and hold on. Let me give y'all. And I keep telling y'all, life is like. Life is like a revolving door. And I tell you all of this, right? And we talked about this on Nikki panel when we was having our discussion this morning, right? With my overall. And she was in the club in Miami, and I swept the story underneath the rug. The trade did not believe that she was what she was. And they fucking gagged because she didn't want to talk to them. And they said, "No, you're not." And she backed that Polish sausage out in the club.
But you want to know why? Because cisgender women now use it as an out when they don't want to talk to boys.
Yeah. And guess what? Cisgender woman looking more trans than the trans now these days. So you really got to be on some like girl, like come on
now, Yami, that is a fucking conversation right there. Because I am sick of the cisgender women using the femme queen aesthetic as a means to say that they are better. I cannot stand it. I
Hold
cannot.
on.
Oh my God.
But again, we gotta take accountability. The reason why I told y'all the same thing about ballroom. I tell you the same thing about the Femme Queen aesthetic and almost anything else that has been pillaged and stolen from us. We sell it to them, but they use it.
Yep,
we sell it to them, but they use it.
No shade.
Yep, we
And
give it to them.
you started putting them in the Femme Queen aesthetic. So we
give it to them.
have to pay.
And don't say on just how you said.
As long as they offer us a little clout, as long as they offer us some clout, as long as they offer us a few dollars, we'll sell it to them lock, stock, and barrel.
And one
But
girlfriend,
also,
you have
Auntie
one
Nikki-
girlfriend that's your good girlfriend that'll take it to her girlfriend that have nothing to do with y'all two, and then they got it going on. It keeps going. But it started from
And then Nicole, guess what? Then you have them. I'm sorry, I just want to say this real quick. And then you have.
Juicy, if you drive it,
you'll see trans women.
Go ahead now. Let's see now.
Is this better now?
No. Sound like a robot.
And also, Auntie Nikki, just how you said like your realness. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead. You drive it. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So
no, Juicy, go ahead.
So your realness was your safety net, and having and growing up in the West Indies and in New York, and when I decided to transition and being around so many West Indian men, and the way that West Indians hate the gays and trans women, I had no choice but to be as real as possible. As real as possible. And for me, that was my safety net. Because when I was so passable, I almost died in Philly. People don't know people's story. And when you hear somebody's story, you will understand.
I remember you from Philly.
Right. And you will understand why the girls would take that statement so offensively.
Yeah.
So if you're not walking in a trans woman's shoes, you can't possibly say, well, you can't possibly defend something because you don't understand what we went through, or a girl who had to level up in order to walk these streets. I was a girl who had to level up in order to have passable privilege. I wasn't born this motherfucking way. I swam, I played sports, so I had to break down and I had to be a certain way. Now I'm walking realness and all these fucking things. So my whole thing is that my realness is my safety net. And I grew up in a time to where you being real was all that mattered. And I said I wanted to be a girl, a woman. I didn't say I wanted to be a femme queen or a trans.
Correct. I get it.
Yes, Johnny.
You know what I wanted to say earlier, being that they said he was young. I think that Butch Queen thing is passed on to one another. He probably have sat in there and watched and heard other Butch Queens talk about us femme queens and be like that. And I think that, and I'm sorry because not every Butch Queen is like that, but I must say that there's a huge problem in our community with Butch Queens, gay guys disrespecting us, showing us no love amongst the heterosexual people, amongst themselves, amongst the straight.
But First Lady, we do it to each other. We tear each other down the most.
But that's the problem is that when we have these gay men that I'm so right because
we do, Nikki. We do.
But wait a minute.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Why is it that the gay men that is supposed to be there to protect
Let her finish.
Yes, because I can't. Why is it? Oh, we do it to each other. You gay guys are gay guys that's supposed to be there to be our brothers, to be our husbands, to be our friends, to be our best friends, to be our protectors and guiders.
Yes,
everything that y'all learned from us. Take everything that we have done with each other and put it back over there and allow your friends and other Butch Queens and other straight people to disrespect us.
Nicole.
It's vice versa.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Listen, let me say something to what Nicole is saying, right? Nicole, it is different now, Nicole, from the era myself, you, Nikki, and Amaya, and maybe even Kamoy came from when the boys protected us. We don't have this motherfucking era of boys that protect us. Mistake, bitch. You would never disrespect a girl back in the motherfucking 90s and the early 2000s because we had boys that knocked these niggas in their motherfucking mouth when they disrespected us.
Nikki, you know what, Nikki, listen to this. Wait, Nikki. You know who I saw that made me gag, and I know all y'all are gonna gag. When on the show with 10% of when Carlos came up there, bitch, I really fucking gagged because that was an example of how we had men that were in our community that protected us overall. It didn't matter where it was coming from. We actually had men that reminded me of that.
And that man went to jail for 10 years, because his realness was so motherfucking real, mistake, bitch, that they charged him with gay bashing, and he's a part of this community.
But what y'all have to understand what y'all have to understand is with gay men, and I'm gonna speak for myself. There's just like there's stages that y'all go through, there's stages that we go through. Because as a young faggot, yes, I will argue back and forth with you. But as a gay man, I'm not arguing with a trans woman or a real woman, a woman, period. That's just not what I'm going to do. You're a woman, and I'm going to respect that. I'm going to allow you to say what you're going to say to a certain extent, and then I'm just going to walk away. But I am not going to disrespect you. And it takes time for gay boys to turn into grown-ass men and understand I'm not arguing with a woman. I'm not arguing with a woman, period.
Respect goes all around, men or women.
Can I say something? I was
Y'all can't talk at once.
I was next.
Girl, look at him in the comments. Look at him in the comments, y'all.
I just want. I want to say something to. I want to say two things real quick. Vincent, you made a point earlier in your comments saying that you would be a boss and you see trans women do it as well. The issue I have with that is that while you may see that, does not give you carte blanche or the audacity to engage.
Just stop. Cat, I'm glad you said.
Hold on. Can I ask you a question? Can I ask?
Opinion.
Amaya to Juicy. Go ahead, Amaya. Juicy.
Jason. Okay, you said I agree with you. You said it's the same way we have stages as women, growing from girls to women. Y'all have stages going from young men to
men to men, grown men.
Okay, but in the same process of that, definitely some of us who've been around a lot longer than others. How long do we keep extending the olive branch or the arm of grace before it becomes I'm tired of being disrespected? I gotta wait for you to grow up for me to stop being disrespected.
Okay, absolutely not. Because what should have happened is because what should have happened is, Amaya, there should have been a man like me, just like when me and Drake was up here. Drake and I was saying the same thing. We're butch queens. This is not our fight. We're not going to sit here and tell women how they should be women and tell them they're women. That's what needs to happen. So there are butch queens that need to stand up to those butch queens and deal that for y'all. Y'all stood in the trenches for us. It is now time for us to stand in the trenches for you.
Amen.
Thank you.
I honestly think it's not a young thing. It's not an old thing. Because I've watched them on this app, old and all, bitch, legend, icon, and everything else, fucking disrespect me. So it's not about an age thing. It's not about
you know what it is. A lot of the young men don't understand that they have the right, that they have the rights, and they have the privilege they have is because of it's because of those clocky, unpassable girls.
Yep.
But even passable, even if it's passable, they'll still. I've had men on here, legends in the ballroom scene, tell me they'll kick my teeth out my mouth. Like that's
God.
Like what? It's not.
That's what I'm saying.
Now,
Jason, itself.
Is it okay if I say something?
It's a connection.
Go ahead, Father.
Okay.
Go ahead, Father.
So I am a young butch queen. I am a young boy. So come from.
Why y'all phones giving that?
Right.
Father, calm down, Father. Calm down, Father. Father, calm down, because you break it up. Calm down.
Right now.
Now let's try it again.
Is this better? I just connected to my Wi-Fi.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay, I wasn't on my Wi-Fi. So for me, coming out of Detroit, being a young gay boy, at first I didn't respect trans women. And I think this is the problem. A lot of us are not around or being able to understand or grow with trans women to understand where women come from, where y'all come from.
Okay, stop right there.
disrespect.
Stop right there. Again, that takes me back to my point that I have been trying to make for the last 30 minutes. Had one of his close girlfriends,
exactly,
his gay mother, his sister, or one of them would have came to him at the time and said, you know what, son, I don't think you should have said that. Now, it's okay that you may feel like that, but I don't think you should have said that.
Yeah. Because
Nikki,
I was in the same
we can finish this more on your panel.
being
Let
disrespectful.
him finish, y'all. Let him finish.
I got to go over to Donna.
Let Father finish. Okay, go ahead, Father, finish.
I was saying, like, growing up, I was in the same mind space and head as him, like, being ignorant, you know, and he thinking, like, oh, I'm just getting my point across. But like you say, your point is reaching many ears and you not understanding what you're saying. And the next person is taking it how you say it. The next person might not take it as how you say it. You might be joking with it, but this is a daily life that a lot of people live and you're targeting them. So for me, it's like you have to literally, for me to understand a woman, and I'm not just saying like, oh, because I don't categorize trans women from women. Y'all are all women. But for me to have to grow up, I literally had to live or be around and to understand the hardships, the pain, the suffering, even the goodness that y'all go through to understand like a lot of shit is not a joke. You know what I'm saying? A lot of shit is not to be played with. A lot of stuff. Y'all make a lot of it's a lot of sacrifices. My gay mother made sacrifices for me because I chose to be gay and I chose to leave home. You know what I'm saying? To be out on the streets. And she like, well, you know what I'm saying? She picked up an extra date just to make sure me and her ate. You know what I'm saying? So he might have not had nobody to actually. He might have been spoon-fed. He might have not actually had, like somebody said, he might not have actually had that gay family.
Okay,
that real family.
But see, y'all are missing the facts. Y'all missing the facts. Hold on, he did. He did. Again, that's why I said if Angel or one of his close sisters or his aunts or one of them would have, and he just said, how y'all gonna try to get me to understand when y'all are yelling at me? And I get it because I shut down too.
Yeah,
I
I
was shut
agree.
down too.
Right.
Hold on, but Nikki, but I want to say something. I want to say something to his family point. I'm sorry. I just want to say something to his family point because I'll forget. I'm so sorry, daughter. Listen, the reason why I think it's frustrating me when people say that, and maybe because y'all just don't. I don't know that young man, so I'm not going to speak for him. But I also know his mother. I'm telling you that I have been his mother's aunt since she was a butch queen. I've been that woman's aunt for almost 20 years. I know that what we taught her as the butch queen, I know what we taught her as a very, very attractive and successful femme queen. I know what she knows because it was taught to her. So because her lack of teaching it to him makes it a problem for me because it's a family breakdown. Because it's not like it's not like that he doesn't have. He has a very knowledgeable, very successful, very beautiful, very attractive, very educated mother. And I know for a fact that me and my girlfriend and my other best friend from high school is her gay mother. And so I know for a fact what he knows. I mean, what she knows. And that should have been taught to him.
And also respect.
His uncle dates his uncle
Can I
dates
say something? I feel like this, right? I feel like as a man, when you're raised by your parents, right? I'm not even talking about gay parents, right? I'm just talking about parents in general, right? We're taught gender roles. And as a man, you're taught to respect women. So how is it different for a trans woman? It's a woman. If you respect her as a woman, go ahead, Yanni.
Right. But if you respect people, period, right? If you respect people, period, there's no way you're going to tell me that there's a different type of respect you got to pay to a trans woman when a trans woman is a human being. So if you respect people and if you have some common motherfucking sense, walk with common sense and respect everyone. So there's no way you're going to tell me it's like I had a transition. So I had to learn a whole new thing about being a woman, right? That's a difference. But I respected every fucking body that I came across until you disrespected me. Then me and my girls got you. But
so
at the
Vincent,
end
so
of the
listen, so
day-
Vincent, so Vincent, so listen, Vincent. So let me break this down to you, Vincent, right? For your mother, right, to double down and not check you on what was said, because your mother would not have the things that your mother has, Vincent, and those clocky trans girls that you were talking about did not get out in the motherfucking street and lose their fucking life.
Correct.
And Vincent,
Those same clocky, hold on. Those same, listen, this is a life or death situation, Vincent. Those same clocky girls fought the fort that they fought for yourself, for your mother, and everybody else. So for her not to tell you, baby, that was a problem, because Marsha P. Johnson and Sylvia Rivera and all of those clocky girls fought the fight, none of us will be here and have the shit that we have.
And at the end of the day, your mother was clocky. Just how Rose said, your mother used to be clocky.
Yes.
And therefore, it should have been more. No, I'm just saying. When a bitch
No, that's not a read. Kelly, stop. She's not reading.
Yeah, I'm not reading. You teach respect no matter what. If a bitch is green, come outside green. I'ma fuck with her. Now these days, like, you fuck with anybody because, bitch, it's all love out here. Bitch, it's all love. If you ain't spreading love, what the fuck you spreading? Stop being weird. And that's
I'm ear hug for the itch shug, Miss Egg Thug. For all of you Oregons that old up when I'm walking tongue out, be able, Miss Egg Thug. Hey, hold on, Miss Egg Thug. Miss Egg Thug, hold on, Miss Egg Thug. Can y'all listen? I need an axe for the E machine. Listen, I need an axe for the E shug, Miss Egg Thug. I need somebody to ask for the E mug or Ishapog or what the other mug, I love, and what she look like now. And I want to eat some. And I want to eat some. And listen, and I want to eat some. And listen.
She ever saw Utfug all triangles.
But I want to eat some. It's the Alien Piangles.
Wait, Nikki, did you A sugar, E sugars, Evan sugar, Utfugger?
He was also the owner of.
Evan sugar,
I'm over y'all. Her category was
come on, plain language.
Over.
Mind you,
X sugar the Irish Ciangles.
Evan sugar, eat Fiaga.
Exact. See what I mean? Kelly, read the message. Read the message.
Y'all play too much.
So it's like,
go to your notifications. No, go to your notifications.
Hold on.
Y'all get on my now. Like, what is wrong with y'all?
Well, wait, I don't understand.
So I want to
7 eat fog.
Yo.
Y'all initiate this.
Evan sugar eat Fiaga. Amaya didn't say that. She's Evan sugar eat fog.
I just want to say something.
Hold on, so I got a premium comment, Kelly. They said we're very protective. They said we're very protective over our women, but our women have to also realize they are women and have to stop being so aggressive.
So wait.
There's different
times.
How can someone define what a woman is? Who are you to say what a woman is?
Hold on, let me say this. So, because sometimes people get. No, hold on, Juicy. Sometimes people get.
When they say act like a woman.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Sometimes people get it confused. Sometimes our level of aggression or our level of protection is because we have to do it ourselves. Stop trying to police how we are when we have to protect our own lives.
But it's all right. So let me take it a step further. It's all right for cisgender women to be aggressive, but trans girls can't.
Say that, Kelly. Yes.
No shade.
So many cisgender women are aggressive naturally. Someone with a parents in their relationship.
And so many female boxers.
It's always the black tranny aggressive. It's always the black mad tranny. Always.
You know what? I was about to
and we gotta protect our motherfuckers.
Trans woman, no shade. We're gonna be paying.
You can't doing it.
Vince, let me say this. Shut up, man.
You know I gotta list, bitch.
Maybe you don't understand why we feel this way because.
Oh, I thought you was copying me.
Because as a trans woman, right? You can you can.
If y'all need, I'm about to put y'all on mute. I'm about to get the tea. If y'all need anything, just text me.
All right.
You can feel how you want to feel, but again, the public opinion. I'm gonna bring because this race is really the only way that Black people seem to understand things. If a white person say, "I don't want none of these niggers around me," guess what? Y'all would have called his job. Y'all would have reported him to the police. Y'all would have made all kind of threats. And y'all everything.
Yep. Yo,
but I don't understand why when I relate it to race, y'all feel like it's not the same. But when in all reality, it is the same.
It is the same.
My life is in danger because of who I am. Just like you are, as a Black man, your life is in danger even more because you're an effeminate Black male.
Yeah.
But I said that.
I blame it on passability sometimes. I blame it on
Hold on, y'all. Because hold on, y'all. 1 second. We've all had a chance to have our conversations around him and about him. So if he got something to say, let him say it. Go ahead, Vince.
I did say that. I said in the comments multiple times. I said I feel like that I am already a Black gay man. I already have enough. If I go outside and I'm occupying myself in these straight events, I'm taking the risk of doing whatever I want to do. I get that. So if I have as I say, a clocky transsexual with me, now we both got to go through that. So why is it so upsetting that I have to deal with it?
No, it's not. You listen, baby, and I'm gonna say this.
So you didn't say it like that.
Clear as day, because it's not an attack.
I didn't have to say it like that. It was my post. That's why I'm saying. Like I felt like I didn't need to explain myself. But now,
but no, just listen, babe. Just listen to me, because I listen to you. Just listen to me, please. I think that sometimes when we have I watched you say preference, and you're absolutely right. As an adult person, you have a right to have a preference. So the problem I think that we missed, and maybe because you are a little bit younger, and so we are older, we saw a different side of time before. What y'all don't have to understand is that even your passive words or your passive opinions on social media has repercussions, right? Because just because you're saying something in passing, and just because you're saying something that you don't deem as serious, doesn't mean that it doesn't have a serious repercussion or effect behind it. I think that's the part. I think that's the only little linkage for me, because I see you kind of cluing in on everything else. I think that's the linkage that you have, because you come from an era where y'all have so used to saying anything on social media and saying your opinion and being how you feel, and with no kind of real oomph behind it, that it's like, girl, well, why now? And it's just because we're telling you to just, and I'm not yelling at you or trying to attack you. I just want you to take down the guard a little bit and listen. Because we're telling you that even your passive...
But the guard's going to be up when everyone's saying something.
No, and that's why I'm asking you to take it down for me. I can't speak for anybody else, because I'm not yelling or attacking at you, nor do I comment on your post, because I don't feel that you should be attacked. But what I'm saying to you is, understand, are you listening to us old women? You're listening to multiple generations of women up here right now. And what we're telling you is that your words matter, and your words impact people inside of your community. And those different words that you put on your Facebook can one day potentially harm somebody else and be a justification of your words. That's all we're trying to do.
That's true, but then I was never not open to having a conversation. I never came across like that. But then again, when bitches are talking about me and obviously yelling at me, I'm not going to listen or give a fuck about that.
And I get that.
Okay, so Vince,
and we don't think nobody would be receptive.
Okay, Vince, I came up here yelling and screaming. So I would like to extend the apology of yelling and screaming at you when I could have came at you a different way, right? But also,
hold on, I do want to say something. Someone said something in the comments.
Also, when you are doubling down on you not caring and you're not going to take back what you say, it also shows that you're not here for the conversation, even though you're saying that right now. So then, therefore, if you had a more receptive spirit and you would have communicated that, then it would have came out differently for you. So since you're so young, I'm going to teach
But
you
why
a way.
communicate that to people that
hold on
I
1 second.
obviously don't
Hold on
deal
1
with?
second. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to teach you something. If you say something and if you are ready to receive something from people who are trying to educate you, say, you know what? I'm here to learn. Don't say, oh, I said what I said. I don't care. And that's how I feel. Because now people are going to come at you in a way that you're saying, oh, you're yelling at me. But you're opening up that door to be yelled at because you're saying that you don't care. So why should I care about how you're receiving something? Why should I care about how I'm approaching a situation because you're talking about my trans sisters? So you can't cry wolf and be the wolf.
But who's crying wolf though?
You, because you said, oh, everybody's yelling at me, but you're saying you don't give a fuck. So how can somebody talk to you if you don't give a fuck? Make it make sense.
If you're not
so
receptive.
If you want to hear me out, say, you know what? I may still feel this way, but I'm willing to learn. I'm willing to listen. And guess what? I didn't learn this overnight. It took me a long time because I used to walk around New York fighting and jumping people. And I was just like, bitch, what am I doing wrong? If you say something to me, I want to fight you. But I had to be receptive to hearing something for me to get to where I am right now.
But Yanni, can I also bring one thing? It's also a defense mechanism, right? Because you got to realize he coming from Facebook, the post has been shared 1.9 thousand times, and the post has been commented on 2.3 thousand times. So I'm sure he came ready, giving bitch, okay, I'm here. What the fuck? I'm standing on
I
business.
didn't. And he doesn't know any of us.
But guess what? It was Kelly's job. Hold on. It was Kelly's job to give a disclaimer.
Here it is.
Listen. If you come on,
and then just to say that post been up for a whole damn near 2 days before it even start seeing anything. So that's why I'm just like, okay.
Okay, but listen, you may have gotten
but you know, hold on 1 second, Yanni, 1 second. I want to say this to you, Vincent. I think that you are, first of all, thank you for staying around because you could have easily left. You could have easily and took right up out of this room and continue. No, that's not what I'm doing. I'm actually trying to help him understand you staying around is good because even though you say you don't give a fuck, clearly your actions speak differently. That's what I'm speaking to.
I mean,
but, I just want to say thank you for staying around.
I don't care for anyone else.
Let me finish, please.
Right.
Let me finish. Let me. All I'm saying is this: thank you for staying around because I honestly think that moving forward, you need to really. Because you have friends who are trans women, I think you need to really do more research on the trans experience for yourself because these women are speaking to you from their experience. They're speaking to you from their journey. They're not speaking to you because they're trying to tell you how to live your life and tell you what to do and telling you that they're just pointing things out and telling you you're wrong. But they are specifically speaking to you because they feel that there is a need for you to understand and to not so much appreciate, but to conceptually move as it pertains to your trans people. Period. So if you just do your own research and find more understanding of the trans experience and the things that trans people go through just by simply words and how people around them treat them or their friends do things that are seemingly or possibly transphobic from what they experience, you would learn more and have a better understanding. And honestly and truly, you'll get it for yourself instead of somebody yelling and talking to you. That's all I was going to say.
I feel like one thing. I feel like as a trans woman, I feel like once we have the ability to pass, I feel like I don't feel like we should be rubbing it in either because for some of these really feminine men that don't have the accessibility to pass because they are overly feminine and not looking to transition and they don't want to be women, I feel like I guess it could be a lot for them. But at the same time, I feel like they also take that out on, girls like us. No shade.
Yep. Yes. No shade.
So that's how y'all feel that I've taken it out on?
Girl, if you did not speak up,
Kelly, she going into labor.
I'm just being honest because I get attacked on this app all the time, right? And the hate that I get on this app is not it doesn't translate in real life, right? I get called so many stuff. I get called the worst things on this app, right? And in real life, every day someone's telling me like how beautiful I am or how sweet I am or whatever, right? And I don't take that for granted. But every day, someone as feminine as you or someone else can be going outside being called a faggot, a blade, or something, or this or that, something derogatory, right? And I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. Of course, I know what that feels like. You dig what I'm saying? Because I had to grow and get here. You dig what I'm saying? I'm from Philadelphia, and me and Yanni, we came up together, right? Whereas though it was 6 girls meeting each other on the corner, so we wouldn't get ran down on.
Oh my God. Yes.
You did what I'm saying? We know what it's like as well. So I feel like conversations like this need to be had for the simple fact that I feel like y'all forget that y'all love to say it all the time though when you're arguing. You a fucking man. It's no tea. Like we've lived that life. We've living ours now. You dig what I'm saying? And we get the struggle, but you don't gotta rub it in.
Right.
Can I say something?
Sure. Yeah.
So what the fuck do you want to do, bitch? Because you keep kicking me out these rooms, ho, and I'm back now. So do you want to read? Continue.
Well, you kicked me out. You kicked me out of Yall room because you was mad because I kicked you out of my room. So, girl, I kicked you out of someone else's room.
Bitch, but you kicking me based off of some shit that Donna did that ain't got shit to do with me, bitch. You
girl,
kicked me first.
Girl, you
so,
kicked
But we're not here for that conversation, y'all. We're not here for that conversation. That's not our conversation we're having.
I definitely remember you. You look fucking
Hold on.
Thank
you. That's not the conversation we're having right now. We're not going to turn this into that, and we're having a serious conversation. So y'all can deal with that another time.
Yes, Auntie Amaya, I respect you enough to deal with it another time. But
Thank you, baby. I appreciate it. Girl, y'all is the key, girl. I cannot take y'all.
Now come on, another one.
Woo!
Juanita is crazy. And
is Juanita spotting on Naima, girl?
That's not this conversation, y'all. We cannot. Every time we having a serious conversation, we can't turn it into a banging and key session. That's not what this is about.
Right.
You have nerve, Amaya.
Shanita, we're not doing that right now. We're having a serious conversation.
Yeah, but I feel when you take that into consideration that we do know what it's like, I feel like y'all only feel like we know what it's like when y'all arguing with us and y'all like to say like, oh, you and me and you were this, you're that, you're the third. Well, take that into consideration that it was not easy for us coming up. We had to get here. We had to transition here. You know what I mean? Everyone didn't wake up and, we wasn't the roses that we wanted to be now. We had to blossom.
Yep.
Okay, that's true.
But so what Vince, I'm happy you still here. Just how you said you're ready.
And Vincent, go ahead, Vincent.
No, it's okay.
Well, at least you're being receptive now, and I feel like this is a new energy from you that is really like welcoming.
But the energy was never like the energy was never like disrespectful or coming here like rowdy in the first place.
I think me seeing your face up on here triggered me, and which it made me want to be very like aggressive. Kind of like shady. You know what I mean? So that's why I had to apologize to you. But like
and
I
then
said,
that's another thing. So if we talking about it, let's talk about it. So what about like, okay, y'all saying, I don't know, the Kamoy girl said something about okay, this is what I got a question. This is what I got a question about. So all the femme queens. Okay. What about the femme queens who are overly aggressive to Butch? Like I said, I'm not oblivious to being around trans girls. Like I see it. Like so. What about the femme queens who are like this? Like I done met femme queens who are mean to Butch queens for no reason.
You know why? And
Can I ask you a
and I
question?
would love that.
Can I make you think about something outside of it? Because you seem like a very extremely intelligent young man, so I'm not gonna play your intelligence. Do you know how sometimes, like say for instance, you are in situations or certain people? I'll give you an example again, like Nikki said with race. My father is 75 years old. And we have not been in the 50s and 60s, of course, in a very long time. But I didn't understand because, of course, I was born in a different era. I didn't understand for him sometimes his fear or his distaste for white people, right? Because I have not been through what he's been through. So I'm not saying, and let me just say this: I'm not excusing how anybody treats you is wrong because nobody should treat you wrong or disrespectful. But let's be clear: sometimes people treat certain groups of people some way because of their own past traumas and PTSD. We have to also think about that too.
Very true. She said the fuck out of that.
No shade.
Okay, everybody.
You don't know what between have red
hold on, y'all. Give me hold on. I had to mute y'all. If y'all want to play traders, Drake just went live to play traders.
We already know, Kelly. It started at 8:30.
Okay. So y'all can stay here
Go
until
on mute,
8:35.
girl. Stop interrupting me. You have to understand that sometimes that you don't know what other people have been through to get that reaction from people, right? Do I think that it's okay for film queens to be overly aggressive or crazy to y'all just because you are a butch queen male? No, but and I'm not saying that you that as boundaries. You shouldn't accept anything either. It's like the same way we're not accepting what your words were. Nobody has to accept something that is not for them or that hurts them. And no means in no way, shape, form, fashion. If you want to open the doors to have conversations to where you feel like on the opposite end of the fence that transgender, because I want y'all to stop using this femme queen word, because femme queen is a ballroom term for a ballroom girl. Transgenders are what the girls are. Let's stop that. Femme queen is not a term. Femme queen is not a term outside of a ballroom spectrum. Let's start there. We're not femme queen.
And every trans woman doesn't live that femme queen lifestyle either.
Yeah, I'm not a trans woman, so.
Like so let's be clear. But if you want to open the dialogue, or the conversation of things that you feel like that should be addressed, that's fine.
I mean, we can.
Hold on, but when you keep saying, well, you don't understand, so I don't know how clear, because you've been here the whole time. You've heard me tell stories and other women. I don't understand how you can't understand that your simple words. And if everybody is crying out and yelling and screaming and beating on the floor, obviously your words were not as minute as you think they are, because they're causing such a visceral reaction because your words have hurt people.
I mean, Amaya, I'm trying to figure out.
Shanita, I'm really being honest.
I'm being serious though, and I feel like I'm free to express freely. I'm not going to be passive and as loving as y'all are, because I never am. But I'm trying to figure out how much of y'all going to try to explain the color blue to a person that believes it's red. Like, if you catch my drift, like just if you like. From hearing what you're saying, there's no common ground. The goalpost is being pushed back and back further and further. So it's kind of like this shot is stuck in his leg, right? Am I missing something?
But no. The reason I'm gonna say this, the reason why I don't think that he's stuck. And I have to say this, and of course, I'm one thing about I'm accountable, and I hold myself accountable. Even though I don't know this young man personally, the reason why I think that I am giving him a different approach is because he is one of my favorite nieces' child. So I feel like he's a part of my bloodline. So I feel like it's almost my obligation to speak to him in a different way. But I also see it's about action versus words, right? Because if somebody, I know me, when I don't give a fuck or I don't want to receive something or I ain't here for what the bitch is saying, I would have got up out of here. He has dropped down and listened to us for almost an hour and a half after he got out of here and was responding and going back and forth. If he didn't want us to at least open the door to some type of receptive, he could have said, fuck what you faggots is saying, and tipped on about his way and been done with it. But he's sitting here and even came back up after his friend that was here to kind of like champion with him, left him by himself, and he's still trying to have the conversation. So I feel like at some point he's trying to get it, but maybe he just don't because it hasn't been explained to him in a way that wasn't yelling, cussing, and reading him.
No shade.
Because nobody, even though I did it, Even though I didn't write on, I didn't share his post. I didn't write on the post, but I have seen it. And nobody, I saw everybody viscerally coming at him, but nobody really saying, let me talk to you so maybe you'll get it.
I feel like, but I feel like in some way, dialogue has been had. I feel like he definitely is understanding more so. I feel like, but being honest, I feel like it is a lot of trans women that hate it in private. Like I'm not walking out with no like, you know what I mean?
Again, I think y'all are trying to change his mind, right? He's entitled to feel like that. He is entitled to.
And then that's
like
another thing why I'm confused is because it's
listen, Vincent. Yes, you are entitled to feel like that, but when you make your opinion public knowledge, then you have to deal with the backlash. And of course, it came out as an attack, and it probably was more so from people who. Right, correct. I think if somebody would have
definitely been a more teachable moment.
Correct. If somebody would have came at you at the beginning in a very more trying to get you to understand manner versus agreeing with you or co-signing what you're saying, I think you probably would have. We probably wouldn't even be having this conversation.
You wouldn't, because honestly, I talked to my auntie Tiffany, and Tiffany, the one I told her, because Tiffany's my girl. She told me that I was wrong about the post. She said she didn't say that. She said that my post was very distasteful.
When you see her, when you see her again, you call her mother first timer. She'll fall out.
Yeah, she told me that that it was very distasteful, but some people agree with you. She said that. She like
and
people
that's
agree with you.
That's true.
Posting the post was distasteful, but I was just like, but why? I'm so confused because it's not like everyone's saying, oh, he wants attention. He doesn't get likes on posts. No, I don't want attention.
Well,
I don't get likes on posts.
So Vincent, can I say this? Vincent? I feel like it's the way to. Can I say this, Vincent? It's the way to word things in the public, right? Because I feel like oftentimes our community, we often seem like there's a divide between queens and trans women, right? And I feel like if you had worded the post differently, like trans women that are not afforded the opportunity to yet be passable, something like of that nature, it probably would have came off less harmful and more of a respective to a teaching moment, other than how you probably said it,
But then again, it's a lot of things that's confusing because no one pulls up the post where I said, "Oh, I love femme queens. Oh, I only hang with femme queens. I don't hang with butch queens."
I really listen. I gotta get you this. Please, Vincent. Please, nephew. Please stop saying femme queens. That is a ballroom thing. That is not a realistic gender. That is not a connotation. Everybody, and even people that will be in ballroom, everybody is not a femme queen. Femme queen is an aesthetic. It is a way of thinking. It is not. It is not who we are as a person. So a femme queen is a ballroom character. It's not a real life character for trans women.
But to sit here and make a post. I'm sorry, Nick. To sit here and make a post to say I love femme queens and then make a post like that is no different than a white person making a racist statement and saying I'm not racist because I have black friends. It's counterproductive. It's counterproductive. And my thing is here's why I'm not here for the kumbaya, let's hold hands and saying we shall overcome. It's because you just sat there and said you have people that have the ability to educate you and you still felt comfortable to think another way. So you chose to do this as an adult because this is how you truly feel. That's why I'm not here to educate. I'm here to for the publicly crucify. Because if it's also people on the post before Tiffany got to you that sat here and tried to educate you, if it's people trying to publicly educate you and you dismiss them, people that are reputable
out of 2,000. Wait, five people out of 2,000?
There's
Shanita,
activists.
Shanita, listen.
Anaya Stacy, Madeline Pryor Gray.
Shanita, listen. I'm gonna say this again. That post has been shared. Let me get some accurate numbers so y'all can understand where we're coming from. The boy has already
been shared like 500 times and got 17,000 comments.
Vincent, I have a question for you. Do you understand that this conversation is not about your opinion, but more so about
I said multiple times this conversation is way deeper than what it
your
is.
words?
You said what?
Okay, but my question specifically is, do you understand that the conversation is not about your opinion, but more so about the severity of your words?
So basically,
because the one thing that I keep hearing you say is that it's my opinion and how I feel, and nobody is trying to change the way you feel and your opinion. We are speaking to the fact that you made a post and the severity of your words in the post. Do you understand that?
I said before, yes, I understand that. I should have just kept my mouth closed.
But I'm also here for you sitting here speaking your opinion because I want to know who the biggest are. No shade. Who hang around me? I think you should have used the platform for your ignorance so we can
you missed all that part, you missed all that. We went over that already.
Yeah, frankly, I missed a lot. But I actually
know you coming up here to go off. I know you coming up here to go off. But I think here we've gotten past that point at this point right now. And for now, I didn't really. I really did. And for me, I didn't want to get to this where we try to educate because again, when he came in, he came stood on business, and I didn't try to come up here to change his mind. However, the
opinion is still the same.
Okay. We
all
can
right,
move
y'all.
on.
Okay, yeah, because one thing that I learned on this app is that a lot of times we beat a dead horse too much, and what I'm not going to continue to do is beat on the horse. So I get because one thing about it, the only thing you can do in this lifetime right now is say you at least tried, and as long as you gave it your best effort, that's all that matters.
Amen.
Love y'all all.
Amen. Amen.
I said that earlier. Maya. All that you can do is do what you said and say what you're going to say.
I tried to say this 2 hours ago, and Bigfoot up there said what her goal was.
But that's why I came up here because that's why I just basically read a room. It's still going to give you can hold his hand, look at his eyes, and have y'all advance that moment, and it's still going to give I said what I said because before this panel, before the call with Tiffany. Yeah.
Vincent, have somebody ever told you that you're a representation of who you hang around or like your friends or your family? Like when they're not around, you're representing them?
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, so that's kind of what it is. Like you said, it's your opinion, but when you made your opinion, you made a public opinion, and the public opinion had a negative impact. Like you were probably joking with it, but it came off as like you were talking about your close friends and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So
no,
yes, we
I
understand.
keep you with my close friends about it.
Y'all are missing the point. His close friends are in agreement with him.
A lot of people are in agreement. So that's
his mother agree with him. His own mother, his own transgender mother agree with him. So he does not see nothing. His aunt said that.
If y'all mind me asking, who is your trans mother, Vincent?
Angel Ebony from Ohio, Femme Queen Sex Side.
Tall, dark skin Angel?
Yeah, yes, the same.
Oh, okay.
Can I just say something? I think if we're being honest about whether it's a trans woman or a gay boy who's saying that they don't want to be seen in public with a trans woman who's not quote unquote passable, I think you need to ask yourself what your deep rooted motivations are. And it sounds like to me your motivation is like, I don't want to be targeted with the discrimination or targeted with all the shit that straight people might do to me because of them being able. Let me finish number 8. Let me finish number 8.
Hold on. That would be okay if he wasn't an effeminate black male that wears makeup and heels and things. I would understand your point. If he wasn't,
I think that's beside the point. I think that's not relevant to what I'm saying. What I'm saying is it's not relevant to what I'm saying because I'm saying if I can finish my thought, I'm saying if I can finish my thought, if I can finish my thought, the motivation behind it, whether you're trans or gay, feminine or masculine, is you're afraid of being targeted by straight people or targeted by gay people who will make fun of you and that trans person who's not passable. But at what point do you ask yourself and to say, hey, at what point am I going to have some courage and and stand up for people like me, stand up for LGBT people, and say, you know, whether or not this person is trans, or excuse me, whether or not this person is passable, quote unquote passable or not, I need to stand on business and stand on having respect, and them demanding respect from straight people in straight spaces and from LGBT people who might be disrespectful to that non-passing trans woman.
But what she's saying is that he's already targeting himself. He's already a target. He wears makeup, he wears nails, so to say, I don't want to be a target when you already a target.
Vincent, let me ask you this right quick. So when you and Angel go out together, do you guys go to clubs together?
China.
Okay. So I'm just asking, when you guys go to clubs together, you guys have like cool, calm, collective night, right? Collective nights, right? Like everything's just smooth sailing.
We do.
And you know, sometimes it's also a thing of, even if they don't acknowledge it, they still. Okay. I just had a question.
Clock it.
I'm paying it.
Clock it. They sent me a tan chat for this. They said the mother is clocky too.
They been said
him being gender non-conforming does not mute my point. It's still a question of you not being courageous enough to stand. It's still not. It's still not. It's still a question of it's still.
We're not gonna call him.
Talking over somebody.
That's not add on label. Say he's not gender non-conforming.
You're talking over people. You're talking over me.
That's not what he is.
You're talking over me. I'm not interested in what you're gonna say. If you're gonna talk over me in the middle of me speaking. I'm not interested in what you're. Okay, that's fine, but you don't need to yell over me to say that. You don't need to interrupt me speaking and yell over me. You can say it. You can chime in. That's fine.
That's how she talks.
You don't need to start yelling over me to make that point, though.
Okay, so go to your point.
So what? If the point is, what number 7
everybody calm down. Everybody cannot talk together. Everybody calm down. Everybody can't talk.
Okay, Nicole, I understand. So you're saying he's GNC. So what's next? Go ahead.
I'm not. So what number 7 says to me is that he wears nails, he wears all these feminine accoutrements and feminine accessories. That strikes me as gender non-conforming. It might be wrong, but it's irrelevant whether it's irrelevant. The point I'm making is whether the point I'm making is no. Boy, not wait. The point I'm making is the point I'm making is it's not relevant whether or not he's feminine or not. The question is he's not being courageous enough to stand up for his so-called friend. Is what the point is, and it doesn't matter if he dresses feminine or not. And he say, oh, they already attacked me for being feminine and dressing feminine. Okay, well if you're bold enough to still dress feminine, why are you not bold enough to stand up for your friend? That's confusing to me.
What friend?
Again,
what
if I
friend?
choose not to.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Listen, I feel like
now we're gonna pretend like I'm off topic.
I feel like when we
now you're gonna pretend like I'm off topic, and I don't know, and I'm talking about something y'all ain't even talking about. That's fine.
When we get to that point, when we start labeling people and giving them an out, saying that someone's gender non-conforming when that is not who they are, because I have friends who are gender non-conforming. He did not come on here and say he was non-binary or gender non-conforming.
Nope,
you know what I mean? That's giving someone an out. That's giving someone.
I'm sorry, but I look like a situation. When I go outside,
he's a man, like he said. He's a man, like he said. You know what I mean? So when he can stand in it. He can stand to being a man.
First and foremost, like Aladdin, gender nonconformer, you can be gender nonconforming and be masculine presenting or female presenting, feeling presenting. It doesn't have a look. That's the problem. Y'all don't want to put labels on people because of how they sit, how they look and sit. Yeah. That's why we have a problem in this fucking community now. That was so fucking ignorant and stupid. Gender nonconforming does not mean that since I want to sit here and look like Uncle fucking Clifford Sunday in the motherfucking morning, bitch, you gonna call me GNC. That's not how life works. Who taught you
what do you think? First, what do you think gender nonconforming is?
I just sat here and told you gender nonconforming is not a prison. You can be masculine presenting and then gender nonconforming. It's a gender identity. Absolutely. It's not how you present yourself to the world. It's how you feel.
But even at the same,
I think you might want to read what the definition of gender
I don't have to read. I don't have to read.
You guys are changing the topic. You guys are changing the topic now based on my mentioning one single mention of gender nonconforming, you're actually changing the topic. What I originally said still stands and wasn't muted or voided by anything
what you said is a bunch of
afterwards.
bullshit. And if
My
you want
point,
to
and you're
stand in your
still yelling
ignorance, go
over
right
me. I said
ahead.
nobody can. No, is it the case that y'all don't want me up here because I can
want to
leave?
say you.
I mean,
Listen,
can I get one full sentence out without being interrupted?
Yeah, that's the case. That's the case.
Have a good
Well,
day.
it don't matter because it's Kelly panel, so it's Kelly panel, so I really don't care. But like I said, I don't care either because I don't have to have a conversation. I can have it elsewhere.
You can
I can have it elsewhere.
you can leave. You can
Y'all
leave.
are upset at a masculine voice. You're upset at a masculine voice. And you feel like a masculine voice shouldn't be part of this conversation. That's what that be.
No, that's not the case. It's no, you're fucking ignorant. You're an ignorant man. That's why you don't need to be a part of this conversation.
We're not gonna wait no longer.
We love you, Juicy.
We're not gonna wait no longer.
Yeah, thank you, Juicy.
Yeah, we don't think y'all got him up out of here. Stupid. You sat up here and labeled at me. Yeah, we tired of it.
He's not prepared for the situation, and that is not okay.
I was confused. Yeah.
I was confused too. I ain't know.
Especially, when we haven't pointed out
I'm confused.
I ain't know where he was going.
Talk about a masculine. Y'all don't want a masculine. Y'all don't want a masculine man in the conversation. No, you're just wrong. Just take accountability.
You know what? You know what, Vincent?
Right.
And you see that, Vincent? You saw that? That's what we be talking about. That's dangerous. That man got up here and was talking sideways and he didn't know what the hell he was talking about. That's a prime example of what we are trying to get. Not so much you to understand, but for you to just consider when you move forward in life. You have to be mindful that you need to be clear on what you're talking about so that you don't offend people. I was offended because GNC, and you ain't said that the whole time you been here. And he asked you what you was GNC.
Right. Y'all like you.
That's how powerful our
y'all like you need to defend your friend. We trying to find out what friend. He telling you you need to defend.
I was about to say I was trying to figure out. Who wear makeup and
when he went to the friend, I was like. Why you not defending? I'm like, well, what friend?
Right, Nikki.
That's not his friend. Clearly, that's not his friend. You don't even want to be around him.
Don't say Nikki.
I was so confused. I'm like, Fred.
Me too.
Wait.
He told y'all skipping the subject.
Then he said you wear nails. I ain't heard that the whole time. You be wearing nails.
I do an overlay, but you know what I mean?
It was so stupid. Why are y'all still talking about it? And why are y'all feeling like y'all are more together and friends now because you ganged up against one person? That's pathetic.
Oh, shit.
That was so nonsensical. I mentioned GNC one time. Y'all try to change the topic to
Everybody's trauma bonded.
That's so cowardly and pathetic. Now y'all best friends because you ganged up against one person? Just because I mentioned GNC, and you're wrong about the definition of GNC.
No,
you might
you're
want to
wrong about the definition.
That was one definition. And then you want to pretend like I'm completely off topic when the topic is his friend. He don't want to be seen with them in public because they're not asking anybody. So you want to act like, oh, that's not the topic, that's not the conversation, and I can't get a sentence out. Why you chosen to target me, I don't know. Why you chosen to not let me speak without you interrupting, I don't know. I don't know why you chosen to do that. And I'm not going to even try to figure it out. I'm not interested in being part of this conversation because y'all aren't mature people. Y'all aren't mature, bright people to begin with.
Wild Reed, I know exactly who you are, and I've had this conversation with you before. You like to gaslight trans women sometimes.
Did he get kicked out? Did he get kicked out? Is he still in here?
No, I don't think he got kicked out.
Oh, no, he didn't.
But I know who he is because I had
hold on. Let's just all read an article because he thinks because he's a masculine sissy bitch, he's right.
Okay. No, I don't want.
Exactly. Thank you for confirming what I thought I knew already. That your attacks on me is because I'm masculine.
Okay. Gender.
Now I'm not sure why you're not attacking number 7. Maybe you're attracted.
You said here.
That's not what this panel is for.
Gender nonconforming is a term for gender.
What this panel is for.
Let it go.
Y'all can have that conversation in another place, please. Thank you.
Too much work.
Yeah.
That conversation is
Nikki, what did I say, Nikki? What did I say?
Well, I'm a masculine man too, and I don't like what y'all doing.
Gaslighting
I
like
don't
that.
agree with y'all doing. I'm a masculine man, and I said what I said. I don't like it.
Okay.
Now, what
You know what? Mother Network says stop.
Now what y'all
While Reed does, and Mother Network, you can attest to the fact of what he does, gaslighting. He was about to change this whole conversation to some shit that he wasn't.
That's my favorite word.
This is not about gender non-conforming. You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
This is about
He's like,
and how it can be critical.
I'm a masculine man, and I'm gonna censor myself in the conversation, right? So y'all should listen to me. Get the fuck out of here.
And this is the thing.
Girl, you only masculine on jazz.
When you say something publicly, you're gonna have to be judged publicly, and that's what happens.
And that's the bottom line right there.
So Nikki, that man that I just came back in here. So what he got 100? What he was, Nikki?
I don't know. He was trying to make a point, but he lost me somewhere. Well, I interrupted him because where he was trying to go, I was like, he was like a targeted population. I was like, well, he's already targeted because of X, Y, Z, 1, 2, 3. Then he was like, oh, no, that's not what I was going to do. Somehow we picked up a friend along the way, and he wasn't there.
He wanted them.
But Nikki, the friend along the way that he was trying to use, still, if that's the case, it still correlates what you were saying. So he just wanted to sit here and just like.
Yeah, well, he wasn't going to do that with me.
To be honest with you, I don't even remember what we were talking about before he even said anything. I don't even remember where we were. Like
we were on verbiage and how verbiage is harmful. We were on verbiage, Juicy, and how verbiage is harmful, and how when you say things publicly, how it's going to be judged publicly. You know what I mean? Because people do say things like that amongst their friends because, I mean, it happens.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Correct.
But
and you having that conversation with your girlfriend, y'all can have that conversation and key about it, read whatever. However, the problem because when it became a public opinion, then we come here.
Things change.
For prime example, I don't know if you remember Nikki and China. I think he was there, and Amaya. They basically said, "I don't want that gay shit around me when I'm sitting here trying to navigate through life." But they didn't say it that way. But bitch, that's how it read. That's basically what it was given. They meant from love, bitch. It's just how you say it. It's given, but you know they live in a different walk of life, honey. If you sit here looking like everything out of P Valley, you know you don't want someone that looks like they wrestle people, bitch. You know, like girl, like you still gonna get bottles thrown at you if you go at the wrong place.
I'm not going outside with the hoes. I'm not going outside with boss 4. I'm not going outside with boss 2. I'm not going outside with boss 3. I'm not going outside with boss 5. I'm not going outside with and that's pretty much it. What's the tea?
So I'm fish.
Yeah, sister, you already know how we are.
And the funniest part of and Maharia,
I don't know who that is.
Maharia throughout North Carolina, Minhardia, however you want to call it, nigga network. You know, we got plenty of names for you. But the funniest part is there have been me and Michael have a mutual individual that he and I literally connected from, and that individual showed up for me in October like no other, and it was such a blessing because that individual is a trans woman. And around my family, I come from a rural area in North Carolina. And that trans woman, when she came to my family event in October, not only did she stand there, but I embraced her and I pulled her around everyone. And everybody loved her, not just because of who she is, but because she moved just like family. And it really bothers me a lot of times when we treat people the way we think they should be treated based on our environment. That really bothers me. Because I can remember being a kid and being treated differently.
But that's a black community issue also. See, here's the thing. In a heterosexual black community, 100%. we are shunned apart. We should be what they like to call it taboo. They don't want to talk about us. You understand what I'm saying? However, they also have perverts and predators and pedophiles in their family that they don't want to have their conversation about either. That's the all-state taboo. However, we do exist. Like, we are here. Vincent, for me, again, I don't care what nobody else feel. You are entitled to have your opinion. I think the problem was when it became public, baby. I think that's the only thing you did wrong, in my opinion. Not saying that what you did, what your thoughts are right or wrong, because that's your thoughts, and you are entitled to those. When it became public knowledge is where the problem came in.
But you know what, Nikki, I always say, when we have conversations, I always say when we have conversations, it take as adults, and not everybody. Yeah, we are adults, you know, compared to age and whatever. But to have a conversation as an adult and to actually have a debate, it's not. It's a debate is supposed to be a conversation to be had. You're on this side, I'm on this side. We meet in common ground. I feel.
Okay, y'all. Hello, y'all.
I still feel how I feel, but
hello. I'm fucking talking. I can't. I don't give a fuck. It's my motherfucking panel, bitch. And I said, bro, this live is fucking over. My host is on live doing his shit. Have a good motherfucking night.
Nobody else live, girl. You ain't get no gift.